All right, so okay, now it says I'm live. Let me see if I can get Darian. Try again. It says I'm live. See if this works now. 0 watching. Well, now we got 1 watching. Doing a little bit of a test here. Try to see if I can get Darian in here. Oh, cool. Nick P's in here. We got Raphael. I'm doing a little bit of a test because I've only done 4 or 5 live streams, and I want to be able to do the video and everything when I go on online Friday and Sunday for the Papa-a-thon for Papa Mozo. So I want to be able to play a video or 2 with Papa Mozo. So we're trying to do a little test here so I can kind of figure out some of the different things I can do here. I need to be able to send a link out. So can you come on, Darian, or did I figure? I think I hit share. Is that how I do it? Because I haven't never sent a link. Let's see. So I'm trying to figure this out. If anyone knows, let's see how to send a link to get share. Hey, Paula, we're trying to figure out how to share links and do different things on here because Friday and Sunday I'm going on live for the Papa Mozo-a-thon. So I got to learn how to share videos on here and learn how to add other people to my stream. Yeah, I'm on StreamYard, Raphael. Trying to figure out what I need to click on. Okay, saying copy link, send it via Messenger. Let's see. Copy link. Should be an invite button. I see it. Invite. Okay, copy to clipboard. Should be able to copy and paste. Okay. So now you should be able to click on the link and join me. And then send it. Okay, cool. Okay, now I see Nick P. We'll add
Nick. Help you with your test.
So now we figured it out. Now we'll add Darian to the stream. Nick P.
Eric, I got my fingers crossed for the fall.
I do say hello, everybody. I do say hello, or is it howdy?
There we go. That looks better. That looks better. That's cool.
Hey, there you go.
So, Darian, have you ever been to that Peachtree Station or even heard of it?
Now we're figuring it out.
No? It should be neat. I've been through there, but I've never actually been to it. Because I figured it was only $500 and I might as well change my ticket. So now next summer, I'm taking the train from Minnesota to Chicago through Denver to Emeryville, California, 5 nights at a hostel in San Francisco, flying from San Fran to LA, 4 nights in Santa Monica / LA, and then take the train from LA through Flagstaff back to Chicago and Chicago back to Minnesota.
That's a trip now.
Yeah, I heard Paula talking about the good news. Canada's back open.
Hey, Paula. Long time no see.
Up in Canada.
Hey?
I'm excited to go to Canada.
Canada is beautiful. The only town I've been to is Vancouver.
I've been to Vancouver, Montreal, and Toronto, but I want to go to Quebec City next.
Yeah,
parts of Canada reminds me of Germany.
Yeah, I heard Quebec City is the most European city in Canada.
You got Rappy.
If he loads there.
Yeah, if he loads.
What's going on, YouTube?
What's going on
YouTube?
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. If you loads, there he goes.
there he is.
Hello,
Edward.
hello. Hola, ¿cómo está, señor?
Muy bien. Yeah, I'm at work.
Yeah,
So
bien, bien, gracias. You stood?
bien, bien. Yeah, I'm at
Oh,
work. So
good.
the firewall sometimes
It's all good.
doesn't work with these type of shows.
Tú eres bárbaro.
No,
Darian,
you are
how's the
Barbaro.
foot?
Yeah, we can see you okay, Eric.
I'm
And
impressed that Darian can drive. You can drive right now with the foot.
This will be my first time. Well, I actually last Saturday I went out. I was in my boxers, and I'm like, I'm gonna try to drive the truck right now. So I got my truck and I went in the neighborhood. So that was last Saturday. So my wife's at a doctor's appointment right now, and so I need to go pick up my son. So I'm like, well, today I'm driving. so I will be.
Take it easy.
Yeah, Mark Finley saying Quebec City is on his list. See, my plan was for last year. I was going to go to Quebec City, go back to Montreal, and then go to Vermont because I've never been to Vermont. So I was going to add Vermont to my list. And there goes Mark in the chat.
Hey, Mark.
Mark.
Back to Montreal, and then go to Vermont.
Mark, can you hear us?
I can hear echo on my end. I don't know if you can hear me echoing or not.
yeah, do you have the YouTube open? If you do, make sure you
Let me
close
close
it.
it if I do. I don't think I have YouTube open.
Mark, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
YouTube's not open. I don't know why.
I can hear you.
I can hear an echo.
Mm.
YouTube's not open. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm still hearing that echo.
That's weird.
Let me
Hold
see.
on.
Hello?
Figure that
Wait.
out.
Okay, I think I got it. That was me. I had two YouTube windows open for some
My
reason.
truck has 875,000 miles on it, so I don't need no warranty. I appreciate it.
Hey,
Yeah.
the warranty
Hey,
department, they
875.
call me a lot.
Hey, can I get a short-term warranty? Hello? Hello?
Hey, you're a lot nicer. You're a lot nicer to them, Darian, than I would be. Whenever they ask me to confirm my kind of car, it's like, if you're legit, you can tell me what kind of car I drive.
Or when you tell them you don't own that type of car, and the next thing they say is, "Oh, well, what type of car do you own so we can update your file?" I'm like, "No, you don't need to update my file."
You know, nothing.
1970 Pontiac Le Mans.
That's it.
And I get those calls so much for so long.
So, are you still raring to go for Iceland, Eric? You got anything special that you have to do now?
Well, it's so much now. Like I'm like starting to cancel other parts of the trip because it's like I don't want to take 8 different COVID tests. It's like, at first Iceland you didn't have to take a COVID test, and then they went back and said you got to take a COVID test before. You always got to take a COVID test when you go back into the country. And once I plan to go to Budapest, but then Hungary's like, oh, well, you can't come in the country from America unless you're coming for an essential reason. And if you don't come for an essential reason, you got to quarantine. So I had to cancel that. And then they added France to the list of places not to go. And I had my return flight booked from Paris. So it's like I got to cancel that. I still made it to Ireland because I had Ireland on the list. So now it's like I don't know if I'm going to go to Dublin or I'm just going to go to Iceland and just come home.
Oh, they changed the Paris thing. They flip flop by one day. Next day they said they're going to let people in France.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's crazy stuff.
Mark Walters
People get
canceled
mad
his
in
trip
France
with his
because they
mom.
got to show their vaccination cards to go into restaurants.
Yeah. God bless you, Eric. I hope it
Yeah,
all goes
hello,
well.
Meg W.
I hope it all goes well. Me, I got my one big road trip of the year next week.
Meg W says she gets those warranty department people and she don't
Meg.
even have a car.
Yeah. I got my one big road trip coming up next week to Indianapolis. The other thing, all I have to do is drive 75 miles to the next nearest train station that has free parking, and I don't have to worry about a thing. And heck, if it works out, I should see 3 of you.
So my next question, though, I was gonna ask Darian about how do I put a video on, because we're doing the Papa Mozo-a-thon. I want to play one of Papa Mozo's videos, you know, to get people familiar that may not know who Papa Mozo is during the stream.
What
Right.
are you using? Are you using
Oh,
Apple or what?
Well, no, I don't have Apple. I have Microsoft.
Okay.
all you do is see that button there on the bottom says share, and
Yep.
then you click share, and then it says share screen,
Share,
and then
share screen.
And then it should kick us all to one side.
yep,
You,
then,
you
then
have to have a different browser
Okay.
window open with the video
Correct.
you
You
want
have
to
to have a
show.
Chrome browser open.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
You want to share a
switch
tab.
to that.
whatever you want to share, you share it over, and then you go to that Chrome tab, and the Chrome tab will have whatever you want up there. Like
I'm gonna try this right now. I'm going
Well, also
while
when
you're
you hit
talking.
share,
Let me
there's
go
also
to YouTube and
when you hit the share button, there's also an option that says video file. And if you want to play something that's directly already on your hard drive, you just click video file and you should be able to play that file.
And it also has a check mark for audio. If you don't click the audio check mark, we won't hear it.
yes.
Yeah, you can play directly from your hard drive without it being uploaded to a website.
cool. I'm gonna try something here right now. Let's see.
I want to file that one that Papa Mozo was doing a Shui. Do you remember which one that was, Darian?
Oh man, that was what 9 months ago? More than that.
It wasn't a cruisathon, but I don't remember which one.
No, it was crazy. It was it was hilarious.
Papa Mozo.
I'm still waiting for you to send me those last few files in a different format,
Me?
so I can finish. Yes, so I can finish my video.
I did.
No, on another format. Remember that you sent it to me on a format that I couldn't open.
Okay.
Put them on Google Drive.
Google, okay, I'll do that.
Better than sending them on my email because I couldn't open them.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, I forgot.
No, it's okay. I mean, I want the one that we're helping him up the stairs.
Yes.
So what state is Papa Mozo from?
Illinois.
Illinois.
Well, Indiana originally.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He is from Indiana originally.
Yeah, but he lives in Illinois. Yeah.
Okay.
Very
Yeah,
very
'cause I
close to
jumped when-
Nurse Nancy.
Yeah, when I jumped on, I never caught his channel, never heard anything about him until this.
Trying to find a
I'm gonna have him on
specific
my
video.
whatever floats my boat channel.
Find a specific video. I was
So
looking
Darian, how's your
at.
foot doing?
It's hanging in there. I had PT today. I had PT the other day too, and I'm
Oh,
soaking
there.
my leg in chlorine now, like chlorine flakes, like for 20
Really?
minutes
What
a
is that?
day. Well, where my incisions were, it'll close them up better. It'll heal them quicker. And man, I had two soaks, and I mean, you could feel the healing. You know, it's like, wow, this is unreal.
Oh, they
But,
don't use duct tape anymore?
They don't use duct tape anymore.
Yeah.
Do I need to copy his link? Is that what I need to do? Like when I go in, hit share,
No, you
share
need
screen.
you need to
Is
open
it
a
a YouTube
tab.
video?
You have it
With that
open on
video.
your
I have the
browser.
tab open, so
Oh, yeah, just pretend like you
Share
want to play it
screen.
for yourself, but then when you share the screen, just go over to that tab. By the way, here's a little thing. If you hit Alt Tab, you can easily toggle between screens. It's sometimes a little bit faster getting to that screen. Alt Tab will toggle to different tabs open on
Gotcha.
your computer or different windows. So you can say
Okay.
open a new window and you can toggle right to it really quick.
Yeah, I wish I had two screens on my house for this specific use because it's like when I try to share something, I lose half of my screen.
Yeah.
StreamYard wants you to share
I'll be
content on
going.
your
That,
screen.
that train out of
Windows.
Atlanta, Darian, goes through the homeland of Blaine's favorite team.
Oh, cool.
It stops
Well,
in Birmingham and
well, sort
Tuscaloosa.
of.
Okay, now you're sharing.
Here you go.
You might break out in a
There it is.
wrath.
I know, right?
There you go, Eric.
Okay, so this is a screen
I cannot see it. How, can you guys see it?
Yeah, I can
I
see
can
it.
see it.
you don't see it yet.
Well,
I
I
can
guess
see it.
it's my connection, I think.
You can see Papa Mozo.
Yeah, Eric, I'd
can't
say
yet.
give
It's
it a
not
try.
Papa
Playing.
Mozo though.
Yeah, I'd say Eric, give it a try
Oh.
playing something with sound. See if it'll come through for you.
Okay,
Make sure the
let's
sound
try
works.
something different.
I was able to see it, but there was too much going on in there. You want to adjust the video?
I'm gonna close some of these other tabs because I got a bunch of tabs open. I'm gonna close these other tabs, and maybe that'll work.
When do you go on, Eric?
I go on Friday night, 8 Eastern, and I go on Sunday at noon Eastern.
Okay, I'm on Saturday at 9 Eastern.
Is that
I'm gonna
instead
do
of your normal time?
Oh no. This is separate. This is for the
Okay.
Papa Mozo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing the Papa Mozo one on my whatever floats my boat channel.
Oh, you're doing it? Oh, gotcha. That's what you were saying earlier.
It
Gotcha.
confuses a lot of people because I have to keep my subject matter Germany.
Yeah.
So it confuses a lot of people when I change up stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna put up my other channel.
I was thinking about that as well myself, but then it's like, what the heck?
Yeah. So I got that picture of the cruise ship I was on my profile.
Okay.
Mm.
All right, now.
You're not
now
sharing the
we see it.
right screen though.
We got to tab over to it, or which
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
Isn't
so
that-
I'm on the tab now.
Yeah, but you don't do it that way. You go to StreamYard, then when you share, then you select that tab that you want to share. You're sharing the wrong tab.
Yeah.
well, okay.
So
Click on that tab. Go full screen and hit play. Let's see if we can hear it. Go full screen on that video.
Okay.
Click the tab. Go full screen. Hit play.
Okay. So I just hit the video.
It's
Full
full screen
screen.
now. Now give it
And
hit play.
play.
See if you can hear the sound.
Can you
Turn
hear
up the
it?
volume on the
No.
volume on the YouTube video.
The volume's up.
We're not hearing it.
Can you see it?
We
Yep.
can see
We
it.
can
see
see
it.
it. We can see it, but we cannot hear it.
The volume's all the way up. So
Okay, so what you have to do, stop sharing. Click on the stop sharing, like minimize.
stop sharing. Okay, I just did.
Okay, now go to share. And then on that option, there should be one that says share a tab on the top.
Okay, share.
There should be a tab, a Google tab.
Okay, it says video file, and then it says share screen.
Yeah, go to share screen.
Share
And then there
screen.
should be an option for a Google tab.
Google tab. It says entire screen, window, Microsoft Edge tab. So I guess that's what I need to
It
do.
should be a Chrome tab, yes.
Okay, so I think I found it. Okay.
So go to Chrome tab, and then you select that tab where that video is. And make sure you click on the little button for the audio. Okay. So now put it on full screen and play it. Okay, you forgot to hit the audio button. Do it again, and on the screen where it says to select the tab, there should be a little button on the bottom that says share audio.
Share audio.
Yeah, but you have to start from scratch.
Okay, so
Stop sharing and then do the same
Stop
thing you
sharing.
just did, but there should be an option to share the audio.
okay. All right, let's see.
Like a little check mark that you put on the bottom of the screen where it says the tab on the bottom either left or right hand corner. There's something that
I
says share.
closed back out of it by accident, so now I got to go back.
Yeah, go exactly the same thing you did, but you forgot to click this share audio.
Pablo Mozo. Name of that video again. Passion. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Okay, so now it's open again in the tab that it goes.
Yeah, but it should be whenever you click share and then you share a window.
Share. Okay, share screen.
Okay.
Okay, share audio. I click share
There.
audio at the bottom.
Click on that and then go to the video, and now it should play.
Hello, my friends.
There we go. Now it's
There you go.
It's actually Tuesday evening, but I wanted to come on here and do Wednesday's video because there's just a beautiful sunset. I'm going to show it to you. Let me turn my camera
Boomer.
around. Can you see the sunset
beautiful.
over in the western sky? That
Hey,
is looking
Boomer, how you
due
doing?
west,
Boomer caught me snoozing.
right along Rollins
Is that
Road.
Lance?
If any of you know where the village of Round Lake Beach is.
So, yep, hey, Lance.
Sun sets in the west like it does the rest of the world. Very glad to have you. Thank you for allowing me to come into your lives every day. And thank you so much for coming into mine.
You can
I saw the
also,
sunset,
put it on full
and I'm
screen if you
reminded
want.
that the sun is going down. And we always say that the sun is going down.
I
the
just
sun
click
is
like
falling.
on my microphone if
But
I want
it's
to mute
not the
myself
sun
and I can
that's
talk
moving at all.
whatever and don't be heard over the video, right? Yeah, just mute.
Correct.
It's us. How many of you know that we're the ones moving at a very accelerated rate, I might add, very fast? And the change is occurring in our atmosphere. All that's changing about the sun reaching Earth and the ozone and all that, that's happening within Earth's atmosphere. And you may wonder why I'm saying that. I'm saying that to remind you and to remind me to let us all first examine our own hearts and our own minds instead of looking outside. Now, that may or may not make sense to you, so I'm going to try to clarify it just a little bit. I want to encourage you to look around at the people who love you or even the people who don't love you. It may be their fault, but it may be yours. Perhaps they're a soccer fan. It would be no good for me to go to a soccer game. I know nothing about the rules. I just know that when they score a point, they go screaming around the stadium saying, "Go!" And now, around here, that is a big, big sport. I have no interest in sports, period. I would like to go see golf. It's here several times. The PGA comes to the northern suburbs from time to time. But I don't know much about basketball, football. I like baseball, okay. But there's not really anything wrong with Soldier Field, where the Chicago Bears play. There's nothing wrong with the United Center, where the Chicago Bulls play. There's nothing wrong with Wrigley Field, where the Cubs play, and also where the Sox play. I don't know the name of their U.S. Cellular Field, but I think it got bought by somebody else. Why am I saying all this? I'm saying all this to let you know nothing is wrong with those places. I just have no interest in them. Now, that doesn't make them bad and me good. Neither does it make me good. Neither does it make them good and me bad. It just means we're different. We have different passions and different interests. do your best to learn from those around you. Learn to gravitate. It's kind of a natural thing. Gravitate toward those that have a common interest. But if someone comes into your life or into your day that has a different interest, try not to discount them. We live in what I'm going to talk more about this cancel culture. It has no business in our lives, in any of our lives. I'm dead set against it. I don't cancel you out because you disagree with me or because you have a different opinion about a subject. I can tell you exactly when a watermelon is ready to eat according to my own standards. You might like them a little more ripe, whereas I can eat them very light. So don't cancel anyone. Don't look down on someone. Make people feel good about themselves and make them feel like you love them no matter what. Is that okay? And as I say at the end of all my videos, if you ever feel alone in this world, you're just not. And if you ever feel unloved, you're not, because I love you. Bye-bye for now.
Colleen?
That's wonderful, Eric.
Video.
Great video.
I'll figure out how to get everybody back on the screen. Wish I
Raphael, were you trying to poke Gary in there?
I know he was asleep, so I was trying to wake him up.
there we
No,
go.
I'm awake.
Well, no. Still not. Let's see.
Yeah, just click on your own picture. There we go.
Okay, there we go. Now it's
I
right.
had 2 hours sleep last night, if that. Not even all at once.
I hate nights like that.
Oh man. And then physical therapy wore me out.
And remember, I think you can only do 6 people since you have the free one.
Yeah, the free version I think is only 6. It's like 10 people in the paid version or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
10's too many anyway.
But at least they give you a good amount of free for free. 6 is good, and they give you up to 20 hours in a month.
Yeah, I never have gone over yet.
Yeah,
And
6 is
Darian's
plenty enough.
our StreamYard professional here who actually pays for it.
Yeah, I definitely will in the future, but until the channel gets to a point, I don't see a point of having to pay
Hey,
yet.
I like it because it's fun to put the videos, in the beginning or in the end or both, whatever. It's fun doing that. And I still got to play with it a little bit to get it up.
I tell you what, the OBS, they have so many more options, but
Yeah.
it's a
Man,
lot
that
more
looks good.
complicated to use. But I
I
mean,
found
the
it-
options are amazing.
I found it pretty easy getting in and out. I didn't realize you can do it straight from Google Chrome on your phone. I thought you had to get an
Yeah.
app.
No.
What, the OBS or this one?
Well, the
No, this
StreamYard.
Oh, the stream. Yeah, StreamYard
Yeah.
is pretty easy.
When we did
Raphael's
our
the one told me about that months ago.
we did our
Use
stream
my,
from Hawaii. We did a stream from Waikiki Beach in Hawaii, and we did it on our phone. So
Yeah, when I get on the pool, I always do the StreamYard.
Yeah, because it worked pretty well when I was sitting in the St. Paul station on Sunday, but when it gets rolling and my service gets spotty, it's not really worth it. I might have to just record and upload later.
Do you have more than 1,000, right, or not yet?
Me?
Yeah.
No, 143 or something.
43. Well, you should have more than 1,000. But once you get to 1,000,
It's a
then you
fun
can do
venture.
You can do it directly from YouTube.
Yeah.
But of course, you cannot do this on the
Yeah.
YouTube version.
yeah, the YouTube version has quite a few restrictions. Even Mark Walters, he has 700 something thousand subscribers. He likes StreamYard because you can put the comments at the bottom of the page. He's been using StreamYard almost exclusively, and he of course qualifies in any situation for the regular YouTube stream.
Got forever best friends in the house.
If
Charlie
I
Grace,
remember,
right?
if I remember,
Charlie
I thought it
Grace,
was
right?
Grace.
So
Yeah,
when
I
is your
don't
trip?
Who's
When is your
Nick's
trip, Eric?
Oh, Eric.
Yeah. Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Because I hit mute a minute ago. I just wanted to make sure I didn't still keep it on
Yeah.
mute.
Yeah, your voice is still carrying around here to Minnesota, Georgia, Texas, and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
What? So you got anything
don't
else
think-
this year, Eric, besides Iceland?
What's that?
Anything else this year for you besides Iceland?
Got another new person in.
Hey, Charlie Grace.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good
How are
yourself.
I was just sitting here going,
Yeah,
I
I
think we
think
need a
that Papa
redhead to round
Monzo
it up.
videos you play,
Uh-huh.
it goes very well with you, Eric.
And I know
Especially
Charlie.
with-
Yeah, and I know Charlie Grace. You usually ask on every Sunday stream what the gas price is.
I
The
do.
gas station I'm sitting at, it's $3.09.
Good
Ouch.
Lord.
Wow, that is crazy.
It's actually been steady around 265, 260s here for a while.
Okay, so which state? You don't have to say the town, but which state are you in?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay. Eric?
Louisiana.
Okay. Right now, I just passed, I'm in Tennessee right now. It is 329.
Oh. Not jealous.
It's
Not
about
jealous.
289. It's about 289 here in North Texas, depending on which station you go to. You know, give or take 10 cents. We're going to be going down to Houston tomorrow for 3 days, and we got to drive there. So hopefully we can find gas a little bit cheaper down in Houston.
Yeah, we got 268 here in Oklahoma, but my car uses 91, so I pay 319, I think.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out a way. I'm using every little hack I can to save money on gas these days.
Have you
use that-
heard of Gas Buddy?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
right.
I've heard
That's based locally here in from Minneapolis.
Is
this
Gas Buddy the app? Is that the app where it tells you the cheapest gas around?
Yep.
Yeah,
This
because
app
people
right here.
report. Yeah, because people report the gas prices and they go all around from that.
You need to go to this app right here. Let me see if I can.
I was going to say, I just did a show on Monday on Travel Chick Chat about my top 10 favorite travel apps. Because
This
I
one.
think that's really cool. I love to hear which apps you like the most.
You see
I
that
gotta go
one
back
right
and
there?
watch that.
Get Upside.
Get Upside? Yes, I've heard about that. Yeah.
That one is great. It paid me back $100 last month.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So
Yeah,
what you,
I'm-
yeah, it's great.
We were looking at different travel apps and different things for different reasons, where it be road trips or, purchasing travel, things like that. So I stuck a link out there and I've been researching it for about 6 months. But honestly, I think there's really about 25 decent apps out, depending if you're Apple or Android.
Yeah. Between those gas apps and hopping between if you're a Costco or Sam's Club person when you can.
hmm
Does anyone do Ibotta?
I used to do, but I do another one. I do a different one now. It's called Fetch Rewards. Fetch Rewards rather.
Okay.
Right there. That one gives me a little bit. But see, I bought it right there.
He goes to Chick-fil-A, he gets a sandwich, and then he
Yeah.
goes.
The coin out is also good, and this one, the piggy one right here.
Mhm.
Receipt Hog. That's also a good one for
Wow.
stuff. Yeah, I use
Recruiting.
all the apps.
Right now, I have 8 apps on
And-
my phone
and
just
receipt-
having to do with New York City because we're going to be in New York on Wednesday.
yeah.
And
Receipt
then I'll
Hog is
delete them
pretty
all
good
after
too.
next week.
Oh, yeah.
So I use,
Yeah, I
I
still
use
find
all
it
of
crazy. I still find it crazy. I made it to the top of the crown the last time I was in New York City. I'd be like the Hunchback of Notre Dame to make it up there.
First of all, it's still closed, so I'm not going to be able to make it.
That's
Tommy Travels.
Hey, Tommy.
And secondly, I probably couldn't even if because I'm 6'8", 320 pounds. I probably couldn't make it to the top even if it was open. So
Okay, Mark-
you're
Mark,
talking about
you-
the crown of the statue?
yeah.
Yeah, I have a video about that, and yeah, it's pretty tight.
It's
Did
time.
you do it too, Raphael?
I made it. I made it all the way to
Yeah.
the top.
I made it to the top just fine. The biggest pain in the butt was going down.
Is the
we have
all
we have
the-
pedestal access, but we don't have crown access. So
yeah.
Okay.
Nick P, are you familiar with Tommy Travels? Because he's from Minnesota also. Tommy Travels?
No, I never heard of that one.
Well,
Yeah, he's from
pretty
Minnesota
good.
also.
He's a good guy. Okay, we need
Does
to be
really
very,
good streams.
we need to be very quiet because Darian's going to take a nap. I can see his eyes. It's okay.
Oh boy, wide awake.
On a
I had
go
a
drive
good
Billy.
sleep last night.
He's got to go drive Billy somewhere.
Yeah, I got to pick him up in a few minutes.
Yeah, my daughter's first day was today. First day of second grade.
Miss Emma.
Yeah, she got out an hour ago. So it was a short day today, but tomorrow she will go to 3. I don't understand why they start school on Thursday. Anybody can tell me why they start school on Thursday? That's strange.
I can tell you. I can tell
Why,
you.
yeah, why is that?
Because they do all the in-service days for the administrators and teachers early, just to get the kids the idea of what's going on in class, and then they ship them back home, and it counts as a half. Sometimes a half day can count as a full day because they have to go to school legally for so many days in the year per state.
Mm.
Yeah. And it's weird. All these schools starting now, Charlie Grace. When I was a kid up here, I don't know if it's the same
Oh,
way.
yeah.
Our day for starting school was the Tuesday after Labor
After
Day.
Labor Day. But in the South, we just started last week. So Tennessee and Alabama started last, I think, was it August?
Yeah.
August 5th or
I think-
something?
But I
We
think it
started
was
the third.
tradition here for a long. It was tradition here for a long time because, including Labor Day, the last 12 days of summer is the dates of the Minnesota State Fair.
I was going to say it used to go at the fair. Exactly right. Yeah. Or if you lived in certain states, if there was a large amusement park, a lot of people use those kids to work in the amusement park so they couldn't work if school started earlier. Yeah.
Hold on, there's somebody that I work with coming by. Say hello, Vicky.
Hey, Vicky.
Hi, Vicky.
Yeah,
Hey, long time
that's-
no see.
I teach. For
Welcome
three
to the
different
show.
schools.
Yeah.
I teach for 3 different school districts. 2 of my school districts start on the 18th. One of them started today.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So that's
Well,
a big,
believe it or
that's
not,
a big
guys,
difference.
I want to come up and say hi, and you're doing a great show. It's a lot of fun, and you just need a redhead to round it out. That's all I'm saying. You know?
Oh yeah, redheads always bring the energy.
Got to get there. Got to get up there. I'm gonna go. Believe it or not, I'm editing a bunch of video. We just got back from an 11-day trip. Did Asheville, North Carolina. Went to Rutherford,
nice.
North Carolina. Went to Virginia Beach. Went to the Outer Banks.
Oh, I
did
love
I love
the Outer
Virginia
Banks.
Beach.
really cool stuff. But we stopped by one of the maritime museums in the dead of that tropical depression or I think Elsa. Remember when Elsa was in town? Not just the
Did you
Disney
let it
movie.
go?
Well, it cracked my front windshield.
Oh,
Oh no.
So I've got this
Whoa.
nice big Harry Potter scar, and because everything's like so
On your
um,
truck?
on my brand new van, yeah,
Yeah.
very expensive.
Oh,
very
there's Tommy
expensive, though.
Travels.
Hey, there's Tommy. Yeah,
Hey,
sorry,
Tommy.
so I gotta go back
Hey,
out there. And
Tommy.
do that.
Hey,
And hopefully
Charlie,
we'll-
one question
Hey.
for you.
Good seeing
Yes.
you, Charlie.
How
sorry.
can I make my dog and my cat get along? My dog actually got my cat on the neck the other day
Wow.
and couldn't let go.
The way you do that is you get rid of the cat.
Get rid of the cat.
The cat was there first.
Here's the thing: does the cat have claws?
Yes.
I can pick up my son.
Oh, see ya.
Good seeing everybody.
All right,
Hey,
Darren.
Darren.
Good seeing
Dog
you.
and some juice. Oh.
Ah,
Yes, sir, Bob. Whoever that is.
Whoever that is.
There's no easy, awesome answer to say you can make two animals of different species be best friends. There just isn't. I'd love to say there's something simple like you could put a scent on the cat, or you could do, whatever. I think it's harder to come up. Sometimes you just have to sort of separate them a bit. But the cat has claws, and the
Yeah.
cat can honestly hurt the dog, while trying to defend. So that's the one thing I'd be aware of is the fact that I've seen a lot more injuries on dogs from cats than vice versa.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
Thank you for the expertise.
You're welcome. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Thanks for coming up. And then there's 4 again. And Tommy
Yeah,
Travels.
right.
Tommy Travels is saying when he was a grade school teacher in California, he had scheduled 45 days on and 15 off all year round.
Yeah, they
Different
tried that.
schedule.
They tried that at a few schools here in Texas, and it didn't go over very well.
Yeah. I just went and found them and subbed to them on my tablet.
I like this. It says dress your cat up as a dog.
Yeah, I know. That's hilarious. I haven't seen
Well, I think I'm
Tommy
going to run
doing-
too, but we will talk to y'all later. I don't think I'm going to be doing a live stream for New York or anything. My schedule's just way too full. I don't want to commit to that. But just for you, Eric, I put the list of all 25 things we hope to do in New York. I told everybody to place their bets on how many they think I'll actually get done.
Yeah, my list is longer than that, and I didn't get nowhere close.
Well, Ellis
Oh.
Ellis Island and the statue are a mess.
Well,
of
at
course,
least
if you will go up, it will be incredible.
That's probably number one on our list. We already have our reservations, so
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, Mark, at
yeah.
least you can answer the question. Not a lot of people can. Who's buried in Grant's tomb?
nobody. Nobody.
I had to get my reservation for going up the top 6 months in advance. So just
Yeah.
FYI for everybody.
I
And
did
it's
find
on
out.
later.
I talked to the people at Top of the Rock and about what time, because I was worried because the day we want to do it, I don't know if there's gonna be bad weather. I didn't want to book that so far in advance. I called them, and they said reservations and tourism is down so far in New York. You don't even need to have advanced reservations anymore.
Weird.
can just
Every
walk-
time
you
I've
can
been there, I
walk
had
up.
to.
You can just walk up and go up anytime. Statue of Liberty is still recommended, but I checked this morning for a week from Saturday. We're planning on going on the 21st, which is a week from Saturday. And here's just like 10 days in advance, 9 days in advance. They still had 81 tickets available for the first boat of the day.
Are you
9 days in
flying?
advance.
Are you flying to New York or Newark,
Yeah.
or where are you flying?
We're flying into LaGuardia.
Oh, LaGuardia. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't like LaGuardia. But with
Have you been
Uber,
there
with-
lately? They've renovated it. They've rebuilt it. It's supposed to be pretty nice now.
Yeah, it's the communication between the LaGuardia and New York City. The other
yeah.
two, they have a better communication. But with Uber, it's okay.
You have to take the bus to the subway, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know. In fact, just this morning, I decided instead of taking the bus to the subway, I'm going to take the bus to the Long Island Railroad. Because the Long Island Railroad, you can go from Woodside Station to Midtown Manhattan in 11 minutes. That same Woodside Station to Midtown Manhattan on the subway takes over half an hour.
In my opinion,
So,
Newark's the easiest airport to
Yes,
get to the
it's
city.
the easiest because of the train. The
Yeah.
train takes
Yeah.
you right. I mean, you
You-
did it, right? Yeah, you did it like a couple months ago, right, Eric?
Yep, it was really easy.
I still think Newark's the worst airport I've ever been to.
Most people think it's a three-way tie for worst compared to all three airports in that area. They're
All
the
New
worst.
York are bad.
Yeah.
So you're going to the top of the rock?
Yeah, we're gonna do Top of the Rock. Top of the Rock.
I really
Park.
enjoyed the Edge though. The Edge was awesome.
Don't go to the Guggenheim Museum unless you like
We're-
modern art.
We're not going to. We're not art people, so we're not going to hit any art museums.
Okay.
A lot of American history stuff.
Central Park
And,
is a must.
Yeah, we're doing Central Park. Central Park. Well, I got my list right here. 9/11 Museum.
You got to do
what is-
9/11. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
well,
didn't do
yeah,
the
that's a good
museum.
one.
I saw the, the
The holes
yeah.
they got marking where the towers were.
the
We're gonna
the
walk the
waterfalls, but I
Brooklyn
didn't
Bridge.
go to the museum.
We're gonna go to Dumbo.
Something
go to
about New
Dumbo.
York a lot of people don't realize is Broadway sits on where Washington led the troops in the Revolution when they had to surrender New York after they lost the siege of New York to the British.
It's
Mhm.
changed a bit by
The
then.
wall and
little bit.
Broadway from National Treasure.
We're gonna go to the Transit Museum in Brooklyn. Do you know what that is?
That was on my list, but I didn't make it.
Yeah, I already have my. They just opened back up again. In fact, they don't open back up again until this weekend. They were closed for a long time.
What was the
So you
Subway
could-
Museum in Brooklyn? Is that the one you're talking about? 'Cause
Yeah,
this is-
that's the one. Yeah,
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 a coworker of mine
they-
from New York said I should do that one, but I haven't yet.
it's supposed to be pretty cool. Looking forward to that. And there's a thing in Queens called the Queens Night Market. We're going to go to. It's like this huge street festival with all these those international food from all the vendors, and you can just get tastes of all this different kind of food. It looks pretty cool.
And you
Oh,
should see if you
China.
can find Darian's thing in New York.
Spaghetti ice.
This is good, guys. My daughter,
Chinatown is
we're
pretty
flying
cool,
up on
too.
Wednesday. My daughter's actually flying up on Saturday, and going to meet us there with a friend. And so Sunday morning, she wants to go to the Harry Potter store, the new Harry Potter superstore they have there. So we're going to go there with her. And y'all know the channel Here Be Bar?
No.
Yeah, really good channel.
Yeah, I'm eating dinner with him on Thursday night. We're taking
Really?
a cruise. We're taking a sunset cruise on a taco boat. It's a floating restaurant that goes all the way around Manhattan.
Wow.
And so he and I and his wife and my wife and maybe one other person like Action Kid or somebody like that's going to to be there.
That's
So
How
that-
many
awesome.
subscribers you got escaping? How many
What's that?
subscribers you got? How many subscribers you got?
Me? Oh, just about 230.
Okay.
I
I think
because if you
when I
had,
looked
I
this
think if
morning, you were at
had,
233, Mark.
Yeah, something like that. So 230-ish.
there is the
Not very
YouTube-
much.
the-
We've just been going since March. We're just starting out. So
The YouTube headquarters is there, and if you have so many subscribers, you can actually access it and tour it and all of that.
oh yeah. Yeah, so we'll get there someday. I'm hoping to get enough content in New York to last us through the end of the year. And we're going to Boston in October and hoping to get content in Boston to last us until maybe May. And then we're going to Europe for 2.5 weeks and hopefully get enough content in Europe to last us the end of next year. So, and if by the end of next year, after all that, we still haven't developed a decent following, we probably won't worry about weekly uploads again. You know,
No,
it
you
happens,
don't have
it
to.
happens, but
Don't stop.
I'm-
Don't stop.
I'm giving myself about 2 years to make this happen. And
Don't stop. You have to do one a week. If you can do more.
that's what I
a
mean.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all these trips should give us regular content for about 2 full years.
Mhm.
And we're going on a cruise in December, so that'll give us a little content.
Which cruise are you doing?
Just to Progreso, Mexico, and back.
So a carnival.
from Galveston, yeah. And then on a week, December 31st of 2022, we're going to take another cruise, but this time we're going to go to Roatan and Belize and Cozumel. So
Yeah,
that'll be that.
I
cruise.
think that's where we're going on October 30th of this year.
Yeah.
I think Roatan is on the list.
We've been on 4 cruises before, and we really enjoy them, but we weren't
Mhm.
doing YouTube, so we took pictures. We didn't take a lot of video, and now
That's
we're all
my
about.
problem as well. I have a
Oh.
lot of pictures, but I don't have videos.
We
So
took
Ricky
major
Barr,
we took major road trips last year. We went to Grand Canyon. We went to Pittsburgh. We went all around the United States. We took so many road trips last year, and we hardly took any video, so we really can't use it for
Mhm.
what the kind of videos we're doing.
Exactly.
We took some
Yeah.
amazing road trips last
Well,
year.
I-
Like
I had the same
But-
problem when I went to Europe because it was before I was blogging, so it was just a lot of pictures, but not a lot of videos.
hmm
About the
Right.
only thing I got from Europe is I had a 360-degree camera, and I walked up and down the same streets my 12th great grandfather did in Leiden. So I got videos of that walking up and down, so I can look back and see everything around me. But
Oh.
the camera's a little wobbly because European streets are all cobblestony. You know about that, Rafi, because I'm sure it's similar in Spain.
Well, yeah, the sidewalks are not that way, but the actual streets, there's a lot of cobblestones. Yeah.
I just bought myself a new camera that's silky smooth, and so I'm getting some pretty good footage with it. It's one of those DJI gimbal cameras, the DJI Pockets,
Ooh, cool.
with the whole
Tiny
thing.
one.
Oh, they're great. It's almost impossible to take jittery video with it because it's you can sit here and do this and it's still perfectly smooth. It's amazing.
hmm
So I'm a big fan of those cameras.
Yeah, I need to get myself another camera just to give to my wife so we can both have a camera when we go in, because you never know, somebody's point of view may be different than somebody else's, you know.
The funny thing is, I have 2 Canon camcorders that are like 10 years old. They're high definition cameras, but I've really stopped using them that much. And I realized both these things have amazing zoom lenses on them, like 15x optical
A lot
zoom
better.
lenses.
hmm
But here's the weird thing. I just the other day, I noticed, hey, it has a photo button on it. You can take photos with it. And they actually take really good photos.
hmm
And it's
Yeah.
like, so
you can do
instead
the
of taking
photo
my-
while you're filming too.
Instead
Yeah.
of taking my big SLR camera with the big zoom lens, I could take this little
Okay.
camcorder with a great zoom lens on it and take photos with that. Even if I'm not using it for video, it might be my best, most compact, because it has a better zoom on it than my small pocket camera. It's crazy.
Good
But
day,
they-
John. We're down under cruisers.
Anyway, hey, I'm gonna let y'all go. It was fun catching up, and We'll see you later.
Hey, before you leave, Mark, which
Yeah.
days are you going to be in New York?
Wednesday the 18th through Sunday the 22nd.
Okay, so yeah, less than a week.
We leave on Wednesday. Leave on Wednesday morning, 6:10 a.m. Our flight leaves at 6:10 a.m. Ouch!
I love those flights. Not.
Oh man, that's brutal. Yeah, we're gonna get my son to drop us off at the airport, and he's gonna. So we're gonna have to be dropped off around 4:30 or so, which means leaving. Yeah, that's our channel.
Sorry, I tried to subscribe.
That's okay. Yeah, well, thank you. Appreciate it.
There we go.
I appreciate it. Yeah,
I can't believe I wasn't. There we go now. And the bell is on. There we go.
there you go.
Got to
Thanks,
ring
man.
a bell.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
See you later, Mark.
we upload every Tuesday morning, so should be good for content for a while. And you say you're out of Oklahoma?
Oklahoma, yes.
What part of Oklahoma?
Aren't you near Danny, Rafi?
Yeah, he's in Oklahoma City. I'm in Tulsa.
Okay, cool.
So we have seen Danny plenty of times.
Yeah, I have some friends in Owasso there, so cool.
Oh yeah, I mean Owasso is like what, 30 minutes, 20 minutes. It depends on how fast you drive.
So yeah, we've after we have one more week on Fredericksburg. We just did 2 Fredericksburg videos. Have one more week on Fredericksburg, and then 2 videos on a DFW airport, escaping DFW airport on layovers. And I just gave Nick a sneak preview of those because we talk about the trains between DFW airport and downtown Fort Worth. So I let him see those before
Check
they were
this out,
published.
Sean. There you go.
Not quite as professional anymore, huh, Sean?
Yeah.
Hey, Sean.
So yeah, I'm sure you're very familiar with DFW Airport, Rafi.
Oh yeah, I've been to DFW many times.
We live in Arlington. We live in Arlington, real close to DFW Airport. So
yeah, we were in Plano, Texas, a couple of weeks ago for my
Sweet.
daughter's gymnastics. She competed in front of all the colleges that offer gymnastics to see if she can get a scholarship.
Next time you're in North Dallas, try a place called Bavarian Grill.
Bavarian Grill, okay.
Darren and I went there in February.
Spaghetti ice.
No, but amazing German food, very authentic.
Okay, I think he asked me. It's like, did you go to Bavarian Grill?
Yeah, it's incredible. It's amazing. So you'd probably love it.
Yeah.
Well, I really got to run. I will see y'all later. Okay, take care.
Peace.
Bye.
Sean said the things you do for attention, Ralphie.
Yeah, exactly. See, there we go.
Nope.
No, you do the other one. The
Where you're the biggest.
no, not that.
That's the good one.
That's the one, exactly. And see, if you had, for example, if you had the paid version, you can put something behind it, and you don't have the black.
Yeah, you could do like a border or something in the background.
Mm-hmm.
How much is the paid one a month?
It all depends. I think they have various versions.
I think if I looked right, it was like
14
$25
something, right? $15 or something like that.
I thought it was 25 when I looked, but I didn't look very close.
Yeah, I don't recall, but I think they have various versions. Like
Whenever I can commit to doing like weekly, I'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing weekly, and I haven't run out. If you do 1 hour a week, you're not gonna do 20 hours in a month.
Now, if it was like 2 hours a month on the limit, that'd be a different story.
If you're crazy like Danny, for example, then you need it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Or like Kenneth. Kenneth definitely needs one.
Yeah. Kenneth times out because I think YouTube only lets them upload like 12 hours and then it cuts off.
Yeah, he went 15 when he fell asleep.
Yeah, that was funny.
Okay, it's $20 a month.
Yeah.
20 a month for the basic and $39 for the professional.
Well, that's what it is. Yeah. I sent him a picture this morning. A friend of mine shared a picture called Dill Pickle Milk. Pilk. Who's ever heard of that? Must have been a joke.
Best thing, Eric, is that you can.
Oh, yeah, you could stream to like a Facebook page and to YouTube on the paid version.
Correct. You can be doing this here and at the same time on Facebook. but it doesn't really help you with your channel. I guess it does in a way, but you really have to mention it. If you get a Facebook user to comment it, like, hey, make sure you subscribe to YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah, and you got to go to the Facebook and see who the user is too. I believe
Exactly.
it'll show up on the screen as Facebook user.
So I mean, it has its pros and at their cons, but it's better than not having a stream at all.
Yeah, it is kind of cool to have that background. So, like I said, if I commit to every week, I'll do it eventually.
Yeah. I had to pay some bills before I can go $20 a month.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's kind of pricey.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, if you have a YouTube, I mean, once you are monetized, then you can spend it. So, I mean, and if we are travel channels, once you're monetized, all the travel expenses are paid for pretty much. I mean, if you took a trip, as long as you blog it, there you go. So.
Yeah, you can do a little extra excursion here and there too, and not have to worry about it as much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Especially you get big enough to start having members and Patreons and things like that.
Oh yeah. Well, Eric, I got my fingers crossed it works out in November.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. The way things are going, you never know.
You never know. But no, I figured it adds about another 30 hours on the train. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll spend it overnight in New Orleans. I'm staying at a hostel that's like 6 blocks away from the train station. Like $30 for the night. It's like, yeah, that works. Just someplace to sleep for a few hours.
What's
take a
the
shower.
name of it? What's the name of it?
Gillsby or something. I'd have to look.
Gillsby.
Yeah.
In New Orleans?
Yeah.
There's one called Our Bears, I think. That's a good one. I've stayed at a couple times.
Yeah, we'll be in New Orleans when January of 2023. I think that's where the Bloggers Cruise comes out of.
Yep. January, right? 2023.
Yeah, January 20 something. So definitely I'll be on New Orleans a couple of days early.
Yeah, because it'll be more interesting. I ditched my flight home from New Orleans. Oh, yeah. No, it's on. I'm pulling it up right now, Eric. It's on St. Charles Avenue. It's called the Quidsby, Quisby.
They have good reviews, but I never stayed there. I only stayed at 2 of them in New Orleans. I stayed at All Bears a couple times, which is nice. And the other one, I think, has been closed. It was like, was it New Orleans City Hostel? New Orleans High Hostel. I stayed there.
Yeah, that one just is reopening like September 1st.
And that one's like that one's a newer facility because they completely redid it.
Yeah. Let's see how far is it?
I have an update on the plans that I told you, StreamYard. That was if you pay annually, it's $20, but you have to pay for 12 months. If you want it monthly, it's $25.
Okay, gotcha. So they knock it down a little bit.
month and $49 a month for the professional. So you save $60 if you pay for the whole year.
Okay. Yeah, Eric, I'm right on St. Charles, right by the Pontchartrain Expressway.
That's a good spot, though.
Out of all of New Orleans, would you say that's probably the best area?
Yeah, that's a good spot, and you could catch the street cars right there too in the French Quarter. So
yeah, because I'm just overnight. Because I've been to New Orleans. This will be my 3rd time, so I don't really. Once you've seen New Orleans once, all there really is to do is drink.
I mean, you could say that, but I mean, yeah, I always enjoy the architecture and stuff. So, I mean, there's a lot to do, though.
Like I loved Eric when I was there in 2016. I got to be a part of one of those just random jazz parades, just drunk as hell, dancing with people down the street. It was fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of those. You can just jump in.
Yeah, and they have a lot of 3-for-1 happy hours down there. It's like, yeah, I'll do that. Hence why a lot of that's just a blur.
And the big old drinks like this.
Yeah, like there's one place that's called like Big Ass Beers to Go.
Yep.
They sure throw a party down there. They're either drunk or just waiting to get drunk.
Yeah, I never been. I've been to Vegas, but never to New Orleans. My wife has, but I haven't.
Yeah, so no, it'll be neat. Instead of having Darian, he'll pick me up at the airport in Atlanta, but instead of leaving by plane, he's gonna drop me at Atlanta's Peachtree Station, and it's about a 12-hour ride from Atlanta through Birmingham through Tuscaloosa down to New Orleans. I'll spend the night. Then I leave at 9 a.m. on Monday, and if everything is on time, I should be in Los Angeles by 6 a.m. Pacific time that Wednesday.
It's a long ride. It'd be nice if it was like first class, like the sleeper trains.
No, it's not. It's coach. Out of my whole trip across the country, it'll be about 100 plus any possible delays. It'll be about 177 hours and about 7,300 miles.
Wow.
Mm.
And 177 hours, to put it in perspective, is about 7.33 days.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, right.
Have you done a European? Have you thought about doing a Euro
I have done trains in Europe. I've done from London to Bishop Stortford. I've done trains from Amsterdam down through Rotterdam, down to Paris. Then I took a train out to Bayeux to Normandy. And then I also took the Eurostar from Paris back to London. And I also took the train from London all the way out to Plymouth, England.
You haven't done one of the high-speed ones yet?
They were, all of them were high speed, except the one to Bayeux was kind of high speed, kind of not.
Okay.
Because they were going through mountain passes, so they had to go slower.
Got Blaine in the house.
Blaine.
Mhm. Are you guys going to Branson?
I wish. Branson's if it was 1 week earlier, I might have, but next Thursday, I hit the road for Indianapolis, going to a rock concert.
Yeah, Blaine and Sherry are planning everything out for Branson. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I wish
Yeah.
I could go, but it's the same weekend as my daughter's state banquet, so she may
Yeah.
get a prize, so I have to be there.
Yeah, if
Oh,
it
yeah,
wasn't the
absolutely.
same week as my trip, I would go.
Yeah.
But hey, Blaine, be careful in Branson. I recommend you to wear a mask because half of there were 8 people that went from my family, and 6 of them came back with COVID. So just be careful in Branson. Just FYI, one of them still in the hospital with pneumonia,
Ouch.
and they were vaccinated, most of them.
Yeah,
Nuts.
my brother's got it now too.
Yeah. Eric, did you ever have an issue with your J&J?
No, the only issue I had was just, I woke up the next day and I was just tired as hell, and that was it. I was just
Yeah.
real fatigued for a full day.
Same with my folks. They both had the J&J, were fine. And then there was all that shut down this, block that. Oh, the J&J's bad, blah, blah. It's like, dude, it's fine. Everyone else I know, everyone that I've known that's got it has been good.
Yeah, my cousin, the problem is he's allergic to everything, so he decided not to have the vaccine, and now he's really, really having a hard time.
Hopefully he pulls through, Rafi.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I think they pulled him out of ICU yesterday, so I think he's turning the corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my brother's been pretty sick. Hopefully, he doesn't get that bad though. Hopefully.
Yeah.
And he actually got sick, and he had the appointment to get the shot before he could get it. He caught it. I think his appointment's he just got sick last week, and I think his appointment is for like next week. Well, he had set up an appointment to do it, even though you can walk in. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
had a bunch of people at his work had it, so it was kind of a breakout.
Yeah. Have you gotten the shot, Rafi?
I did, but then after that, I got COVID in the DR.
Oh, yeah. And did you ever have any symptoms, or was it just you tested positive?
No, I was coughing a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was COVID, but in back of my mind, it's like,
Yeah. And I totally
This might be
forgot. I
bad.
remember your videos of you being across the way singing back and forth with Alma and Ronnie.
Yeah, me doing snorkeling in a bathtub.
Yeah. Oh, it may have been a pain in the butt then, Rafi, but you made it through, and it makes for a good story now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we got both members of us and more, the white, telling everyone hello.
Yeah.
Yep. And you got some more in Riley. Oh, that sucks, Blaine.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that does
my
suck.
wife's cousin, he just turned 40 or 41. So I mean, he's a, younger guy.
Yeah. They're requiring people at work now that haven't had the shot to wear masks, but they still haven't told me I need to wear one again. So personally, I won't unless I'm told to.
Yeah, no, we have to. I mean, before we had this green lanyard saying we have vaccinated, but since the new rules, we have to mask up.
Yeah. Where I mean, if I'm told to, if you have to, I'm okay with that. Well, if it's a personal choice, it's like, nah, I've had the shot. I'll be smart. If I don't have to, I won't.
I tend to keep mine and only pull it up when I'm around people. Like if no one's around, I'll pull it down, and anyone near me, I pull it back up.
Yeah.
it's the
Well,
same
that's like,
here. I mean,
yeah,
empty.
that's like the day trip I took on the train last Sunday. I had to wear it both ways, and they were all sticklers with it. It's like, okay, I'm not a fan of it, but if I have to, I have to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like all these people going on a cruise, it's like they're complaining that they may have to wear it. It's like you
You
have
know
the
what you
choice of
signed up for.
you have the choice of not going, but you thought it's like, oh, I book it in advance, and now the advance is really not an advance.
Yeah.
It's like it's getting worse instead of better.
Yeah, about the only time you have control over what you do is like me when I drive next Thursday from here to Indianapolis and back. I can do what I want in my vehicle. If I was riding a bus or a plane or something, that's a different story.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, man. It's like, it's frustrating because, you feel like you're getting past it and then all of a sudden you're going back to point A again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's nuts. I find it nuts. It's already been 4 months since I had my second shot.
Mine's longer than that. Mine's been like 6 months because I had the one shot in March.
Yeah,
Well,
because I
five,
got
5 months. 5.
Oh, you got the J&J?
Yep.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what
I
I
had
had.
I had the Pfizer.
And my wife had the Moderna, and we're probably gonna vaccinate our 2 kids here in the next week or so.
Yeah, I'm sure they will, Blaine.
I mean, most of the time I'm at work, I'm on YouTube too. So,
Yeah. Do you go somewhere for work or you work from home, Eric?
well, I do a little bit of everything. So, some at home, some actual physical work. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit everywhere. Nah, I'm just gotta make it through. I'm only taking 16 days, but with the way my calendar works, I can amplify it up to 27.
That's great. Yeah, I
I
only
know,
get
right?
2 weeks. I only get 2 weeks in this job, and one of the cruises I already had it set up. So I had 2 cruises this year,
Yeah,
and that will take 2 weeks, and I don't gain 2 weeks because I just started working. So one of the cruises I have to pay non-pay. So
yeah.
at least I can go, but they won't pay
Oh
me
yeah.
for that week.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the hard part about it. Me, I got it where they do it on off our days rotate. So like this week my off day is Thursday. Next week I get Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then I have to work 6 days in a row, and then it goes back to Monday and works its way back around.
Yeah. Oftentimes, work YouTube is what passes the time. You get on there and watch some videos, listen to some videos, and some streams.
Yeah, you always have something playing on my headphones. I might be working, but I'm playing something. So when I see you guys come on, it's like, oh, okay, let's go in. But the
Yeah.
firewall here is hard, so it takes a while to connect to you.
Yeah, it started off like, during the quarantine, like 1 or 2 live streams, and now I'm like in live streams all day, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember YouTube being this way before the virus. There's a lot more people going live, a lot more.
No, that's what motivated me to start the channel. I'm watching everyone else start channels and do different things. Plus, it's fun too because it's like, when you're watching other people's videos all the time and getting advice from them, it's like, hey, I can give advice too. And, you want to put your memories out there so you can go back later. You might be bored and sit around and say, oh, I remember this from Mexico. And you go back and watch the video.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
freaking nuts.
And it's not like just a video, sometimes you videotape like 30 minutes, I remember having my camera on my eye, the older cameras, you videotape everything. And now you select and choose what's going to be on the video. So it's not like oh my gosh, come on, come on.
That's like I was thinking about Mexico. I was watching a video the other day of Cancun, and I was thinking about the vultures at the airport when you walk out. That's trying to get you to get all these cabs, and like, guy looks at my phone, and he wants to see my phone. He looks at it and tells me I don't have a transfer. He's like, a cab's only $50.
Well,
Like, no,
that's
I have
like
a transfer.
that's like in Paris when I was going to the Eiffel Tower. You got a ton of people just standing outside with these fake Eiffel Towers, fake everything, trying to push it on it. It's like, okay, dude, come on.
Yeah, you know what? They're even worse at the Colosseum in Rome. They stand out there. They try to sell rugs and selfie sticks and everything, and they go everywhere, everywhere.
Yeah, it is nuts. I can't speak on Italy. I've been there. I've been England, Ireland, the Netherlands, Belgium, and France, and that's it for now.
Yeah, I have a lot of footage from Rome. I cannot find it anywhere. I remember recording the whole Colosseum, the Castello San Angelo, the Vatican, the Fontana di Trevi. I have video of all that, and I cannot find it anywhere. I went through all of my cameras. It's like the only thing is one hard drive that broke, and maybe it was on that one. It like makes me so mad.
And I really want to do like a road trip. I want to go like to Central Europe, do a road trip, and go through like 10 countries.
Yeah, because it's so much easier than like here going across 10 states would take at least a week, maybe two.
Because you can really go through a lot of countries doing it that way.
Mm.
But rental cars are so expensive and the restrictions are so hard. Now you can't do it.
I know. I tried looking for one in Texas when I'm there in November. It's next to impossible. So I'm gonna line up with either Mark's wife Terry works kind of close. I got 5 full days, and gonna line up one of them would be with Mark and Terry. There, it's like, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do an Uber lineup going to Terry's work when she gets done or something.
Uber's getting expensive too because of the lack of vehicles, and the lack of
That
Uber
too.
drivers. Every Uber I took in New York was over $30. I took like 3 or 4. They were all over $30. I remember going to Seattle and Chicago and taking $6 Ubers just like 2-3 years ago. $6 here, $6 there.
Yep.
There's no such thing right now as a $6 Uber.
Let me tell you, I'm an Uber driver, and there is offers there all the time. They're like, do 5 trips, we give you an extra $60. Do 10 trips, you get $100. I mean, they're needing drivers everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's nuts. Me, I find it scary. I watch a guy who's called TMG. Forget exactly what his channel is, but he does a lot of reaction videos. And he's been reacting to some guy called Mr. Nightmare that just reads all these horror stories from like people's interactions on Craigslist or Uber drivers or Uber rides gone bad, or some lady gets into an Uber cab without realizing who it is and almost gets abducted into a sex ring or a sex ring. It's like, how in the hell do you not know? You read your app, you look and see who your driver is, the plate, the kind of vehicle, and that's not going to happen.
Yep, I agree.
Exactly.
I do like Uber Eats part-time, and I rarely do it because you go out to these restaurants and they're all short-staffed, and the way you make money on Uber Eats is you need these trips to be quick. And you go in these restaurants and you wait 30 minutes for food and all of this, and then next thing you know, you're making no money because they're taking forever.
And then you only get paid from the restaurant to the people's house. So all the miles that you drove to get to the restaurant, you don't get paid for those. So it may
That's
take you 5
crazy.
miles to get here, but you only get paid from the moment you pick up the food. And thank goodness now they added the tip feature when you order, because before you hope somebody will tip you when when you deliver the food. But at least now it has the tip there. So if they already tip, it's like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
Me,
it's
I'm
not.
a-
It's
Yeah.
just not worth. It's just not worth it when the restaurants take forever, though.
No, it's
Mhm.
not. Me, today I am going to my favorite Louisiana joint. You probably know what that is, don't you, Eric?
Yeah, Popeyes probably. Oh, Raising Cane's.
Yeah, Raising Cane's.
Yeah, Raising
Raising,
King is
yeah,
pretty good.
Raising Cane's is like the best.
It's very
They're
good.
consistent. They're always consistent.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
and what I
if
like,
you're only doing chicken fingers, you better be consistent.
oh yeah, and what I like is he did. Todd Graves did a show that's on Discovery Plus called Restaurant Recovery. He went around to 10 establishments around the country, mom and pop shops, took them over for 2 days and restored them all and put them all on better footing during this pandemic.
Yeah, he did one at a local place here in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, I
Po'
forget
Boy
what it's
Lloyd.
called. It's like
Po' Boy Lloyd's. I ate there a
that's
couple
it.
weeks ago. Yeah, and that's the one Shaq was on. Shaq was on that one.
Yeah, I
The
don't know
guy
how
that's
the
the
hell
owner
he
of that place is so nice. I've been there a lot.
Yeah, how is it now? Real nice.
Yeah, he did a good job, especially on the inside. It looks like a brand new place. It's a really old building.
Yeah, and you know he's a good dude that he'd do that, and for people in the restaurant industry that he's not like, oh, it's just my restaurant, nothing else. Blah blah blah.
Then he paid off a lot of the owners, credit card debt, and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, because he doesn't even franchise. He owns every single Raising Cane.
Yep, and they're in 23 states now.
Yeah, and they're putting up like 5 more up here. And
Wow.
and of course, if you think of Minneapolis, St. Paul, I'm about 20 miles west of Minneapolis. There's nothing in the southwest part, but they're all in the southeast, northeast, and northwest. It's like, okay, Todd, maybe someday you'll put one a little bit closer. The closest one is about maybe 15, 20 miles, so it's not bad, but it's like, come on, put one over here.
Yeah,
I
we
know,
got
right?
a few in Tulsa already. We sure got a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause it's
Hey,
not-
Daniel Fields.
Yeah, because it's not good in the way where, it's a lot of calories, but it's worth it every once in a while.
Which one is your? Do you the box or you do the Keniac?
Caniac, and you sub out the coleslaw for extra toast because
Exactly what I do.
That's what I do.
their coleslaw sucks.
That's
Yeah, I don't
exactly
get
what I do.
coleslaw. Or sometimes I do extra fries.
That
It
too.
depends on how I feel.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
always
do
get
like.
extra cane sauce.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do like.
that comes with two though.
Yeah, I do
Oh, yeah,
like
Caniac.
coleslaw, but their coleslaw I do not like.
I like to do the fries in the cane sauce too. I do the chicken and the fries in cane
Yeah.
sauce.
And if I'm feeling real starving, I'll add like another finger or two to it.
Wow, on top of the Caniac?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, that's a lot of fingers.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of
That's a lot
fingers.
of fingers.
That's like when I hit the road next week, I think I might drop down to I was either thinking of doing a Costco pizza or dropping down to one of the Raising Cane's. Their line is always freaking long. Always.
No,
So it's
Raising
not-
Cane's, our lines
Yeah.
are pretty. I don't know, 4 cars maybe.
Yeah, ours are maybe probably 10 to 15 deep at just about
That's how
every time of the day.
That's how Chick-fil-A is here. Chick-fil-A is like 15 cars at least.
Yeah, I have a Chick-fil-A. That's closer. That's like 7 miles away.
You got
Chick-fil-A
people
and
outside.
Chick-fil-A
taking
and Whataburger. Whataburger here has a lot of people in line too.
Yeah. And there's parts of Texas they call Whataburger. It sounds like Waterburger. And I saw that what's his name? Oh, Pat Mahomes, being from Texas. He had an investment group he was a part of that has Waterburger coming up to KC now.
Yeah, he's bringing it to Kansas and Missouri.
Yeah. It's like, I'm okay. I don't get the hype. It's okay.
It's good. Whataburger's pretty good.
Whataburger's a good burger.
It
I
is good.
haven't had it in a while because the
It's
lines
juicy.
are always so
It's
long.
juicy. It's thicker. It's a good burger.
Yeah. And a really good one that's a Chicago-based one is called Portillo's.
And Blaine said he can't imagine that many fingers.
Yeah. I got 10 fingers right here, Blaine. 5 of them holding the phone.
I mean, the Caniac's big itself. It's like what, 5 or 6, and you said you
It's
add a
big.
couple more. Wow.
Yeah. Well, just that's on days where I'm really feeling it. Like I might do one next Thursday since I'm starting my drive right when I leave work, and I will sleep in my car, and I will bring a change of clothes and take a shower at a truck stop. Because it's like 625 miles to Indianapolis, and I got to get a jump on it.
Hey,
Hi,
Najuma.
Najuma. She's everywhere.
Najuma's in everyone's chat. Great
Yeah,
supporter
Najuma is fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
from New York.
New York.
And New York, I need to go to New York and spend more time though. 3-4 days is just so much to see.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's too much. I mean, I'm waiting for the situation to get a little bit better in New York. It's too crazy still.
Hey, Rafi, Sean's asking you something.
I haven't tried Guys Burgers. I will tell you when I come back from my cruise.
Is he talking about, is that one that's on the ship, or is he talking Five Guys?
No, I'm talking about Guys Burger, Guy Fieri's burger.
Oh,
on the
Guys,
ship.
the areas.
Guys Burgers on the ship. Yeah, that's
On
gonna be
the
the
ship.
first place. That's gonna be the first place I try when I get on
Yeah, once I get in there, where's Guys?
the first place. Because I'm hearing so much talk. Like I watched Wanda Cruising for Foods video at the Guys Burgers. I'm definitely
Yeah,
going
but
to Guys
now
Burgers.
on this one they have also Shack Chicken though, and the Shack Chicken is supposed to be pretty damn good too.
Oh, we're Short
Short
Island.
Island.
That's
Short
'cause
Island.
Danny keeps making that joke.
I've heard Long Island called Strong Island. I never heard
Short
Short
Island, yeah,
Island. No, that's
Manhattan.
Short Island.
Manhattan, what is it? A couple miles high or something like that?
Donkey
like that.
sauce.
Yeah, donkey sauce, Guys, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you got, yeah. Fucking nuts.
No, well, we can do that on our cruise, but the cruise I'm taking in October, this October, is gonna be Guys first.
Yeah, the only way I'd do a shoey is gonna have to be one of those glass shoes that they buy for decoration. That's really a glass. I'm not doing an actual shoe. No,
What's a shoey? Is it doing a shot out of a shoe?
exactly.
Oh, gross.
I do it out of my soccer cleat.
Yeah.
Put
Or
beer
that-
in there.
And I think it's bad seeing people doing a shot out of like a snorkel.
Shaq's Chicken. I've never heard of Shaq's Chicken.
Yeah, that's new on the new Mardi Gras ship, and they also have Emerald's Bistro, but that one is a pay one. But they have very good restaurants on the Mardi Gras.
I'd hope so. Isn't that ship like brand new?
Yep, it just took the first sailing last week.
Yeah.
Yep. So hopefully they work out all the kinks, and when we get there in October 30th, it's gonna be a breeze.
Isn't someone else on that one too, Rafi?
La Lila Loca.
Oh, yeah.
And a few others. I mean, we have a Marco Polo with Mike Lovely from barbecue.
Yeah. What I find crazy is there's people going on a cruise next year that are calling it the BD or the BFD cruise or whatever.
The BD what is it? BBD cruise.
Yeah. Oh,
Are you going on that one, Eric?
No, my next one is going to be the next one, the one you're on in October.
Okay.
Isn't that your first one, Eric?
It's going to be my first one.
The only thing I've done that's similar is I've done an overnight ride from England to the Netherlands on a ferry boat that's pretty much a cruise ship, but not really. So I got a good taste of it, but not a long endurance one.
Yeah, Dewey is going. Asa Moore is going. KY Travelers is going. Mike Lovelace is going. Peg and Artie are going. The Traveling Gilberts are going. Tiffany Longino is going. Jennifer Blakeman. and Chris Barnett, Brenda Owens, Joyce and Mike Harder. So that's from our Mardi Gras group. But then, of course, like La Loca and a few others that we're probably gonna be surprised by once we get there. We're gonna have a dinner on our group before the day before, and I think we have like 70 people or something like that for dinner. We're gonna go to some seafood place.
What's Shabang? I've never heard of Shabang.
That's a Mexican and Asian combo that they have a new on the ship as well.
Sounds good. Fusion place.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling Sean, too many germs. I can't do it, Shuey. 11
No.
days till Iceland.
So where do you have to go out of for that, Eric?
What's that?
Where do you have to fly out of?
Oh, I'm flying from Baton Rouge to DFW. It was Charlotte until they switched flights, so now it's DFW, and then DFW to London, and then London to Iceland.
Oh, so you're not doing Ryanair?
No, I'm doing American.
Okay, because Ryanair, you probably get the cheaper rate from Ireland.
Yeah, well, I just did American the whole way because I'm using points.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
And-
you use points, it's like take me. I don't care how long it takes me.
I don't
me
care
there.
if I got it. I don't care if I got a 2 layovers.
Yeah,
Then
that's the way I am.
Then it's business class. First time I've ever done business class. It'll be more fun.
Ooh, that long on the long stretch you have business.
Yep, it's gonna be lay
Ooh.
flat seats.
Yeah, make sure you block that.
I will definitely.
Yeah.
First business class.
Hmm.
Yeah, it will be awesome, Sean.
They are nice. They're little cocoons, and you get in there, full recline with the TV by yourself. Oh,
And I could not sleep on my first long haul flight. I think I was up for the whole thing from Minneapolis to London Heathrow.
But my last long haul to London, I thought I was gonna be able to sleep, so I did overnight on purpose. But I couldn't sleep. I didn't feel good the whole flight. Like my stomach was upset. And then when I got off, I felt fine. It was weird.
Yeah.
Mm.
Me, I just remember being all mentally dizzy in London. And it was a good thing. Well, not a good thing, but I learned never stay in a hostel above a pub. Not something I'm doing again.
Not unless you're trying to party all night.
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
people got robbed there.
I'm staying in this pod hostel, they call it, in Iceland. So it's like a sleeping pod. Like you're gonna go in it, and it closes off. It's like a capsule.
Mm.
Dude, that sounds sweet.
Yeah, it's
It's
called
like-
Galaxy Pod Hostel is the name of it.
Yeah.
Is that where you see the northern lights?
Yeah, in Iceland. Hopefully, I'll be able to see it. They said you usually starts around the end of August when I'm going, so if it's going to be kind of close, we'll be cutting it close.
Yeah, I love staying at hostels when you can. Like for my thing next year when I go to San Francisco and LA, I'm staying in hostels because those cities are freaking expensive for a hotel.
Well, yeah, Boston and Seattle and San Francisco, those are like the most expensive places for hotels.
Yeah, because the only thing I want to do in San Francisco, there's a couple, is a whale watching tour because I definitely want to see a whale for myself in the ocean. And that takes me right under the Golden Gate Bridge. So that's 2 things at once. And then also Alcatraz. And then
I actually have a video of Alcatraz, but
do you, Rafi? I'll have to look for that.
not on my channel. I have an old video. I've been thinking about posting it because it's my wife went there and she has a little thing of Alcatraz.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So Alcatraz, and then probably there's a couple of day trips that tour companies do of bringing people to Yosemite and to one of the state parks that have the big redwood trees.
Yeah, I've actually never been to San Francisco, and I've been LA a couple times, San Diego. Never been to San Francisco.
Yeah,
Oakland.
I've only been through there, and then I have to fly from San Francisco to Los Angeles only because I have I used part of my flight credit.
Blaine.
Enough raffles, Blaine. What? Hey, here's what Kenny would say, Blaine. I'm in the wrong chat.
Well, if
But
you see a whale, I mean, if you want to see like a whale shark, do the Playa. What is it? Not Playa del Carmen. What is that other
It's pretty
place in
funny.
Mexico that they do the whales? Isla Mujeres. They have
yeah,
the whale sharks there that they're
that's
beautiful.
I
crazy.
can't pronounce. I'll laugh when you say that because I can't pronounce that. What is it?
Oh, Isla Mujeres.
Yeah, I can't say that.
Yeah.
That's
Some
like
of
the
those,
Icelandic words. I can't say half of them.
yeah, some of those Mexican/Spanish origin words, Rafi, even if you hear a pronunciation and you're not of Spanish or Mexican or whatever descent, it's hard.
I hear Isla Mujeres.
Yeah,
That's
but it's
bad.
pretty it's pretty
It's
close.
about as close as I can get.
Mhm. It's pretty close. Enough to get you in trouble.
I want to go back to Cancun though. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I definitely got to do Mexico someday. Like I was saying in somebody's chat the other day, the only place I've been to inside of our continent besides the U.S. is being to Vancouver, British Columbia.
Yeah.
Vancouver's a beautiful city, but there's a lot to see in Canada. There's a lot to
Yeah.
see in Mexico. I want to go
Yeah.
to Cabo. Cabo would be awesome too. I want to
Yeah.
go to Mexico City too.
No, Mexico City is pretty cool. I lived there for 7 months, so it's
What's
pretty.
that, Blaine? You don't love it? What?
East Liba spaghetti ice. Yeah, I've learned a little German from watching Darien.
A little bit.
Yeah, German. I don't think I can do German.
It's too complicated.
Too much.
Yeah. And German's the kind of language, even if they're talking nicely to you, sometimes it sounds like they're being mean.
I know.
I love when Darian said he was in the hospital and he was watching the Florida Gators game and he got the people in the hospital to say, "Go Gators!"
Yeah. And then the nearest thought he was fighting.
I think I'm gonna.
Hey, what's going
Oh,
on, Neil?
there
Hey,
goes
Neil.
Neil. And Neil, we're doing a little test today at first, and it turned into a big group
Conversation.
conversation. Yeah, I was trying to learn how to do some things for the Pop-a-thon. Didn't know how to share a video or anything, but I learned something now. So now I know how to share videos. I still don't know how to share pictures. I guess it's the same way. I guess
It's
you
the
just
same
you
way.
link it.
The way that Danny told me to do it is like if you got Google Photos, create an album and upload whatever you want to share to that album, and then you just share that tab and move the photos forward.
Okay, so you put the photos all in one album, and then you
Correct.
go to that album as a tab, and then you can share it. Okay, that makes sense.
That's how Danny does it. I mean, some people they do them from the PC. Like if you see JNN, he does it from the PC because you can see the PC logos and stuff like that. But it's up to you,
That
whichever you
that
want.
makes more sense because it seemed like it would be easier to have them all together and
Yeah,
go one by one.
yeah. But if you create an album, it's like okay, I want to share these pictures, put them all in an album, and then you can do the same thing, put it all in a file. I try them both ways, and the album worked better for me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it that way. See what Blaine's saying.
Yeah. Talk about me saying sometimes when Germans talk, it sounds like they're being mean when they're being nice.
Well, at least I know a few words in German now. So
Yeah. Well, that's like I'm not going to say anything on it, but there was a gal maybe about 25 learning from an old guy on the Amtrak train I was on the other day. Was teaching her how to swear in Spanish. It's like,
wow.
okay. But then again, some people are like that when they learn a new language. They want to learn the bad words first.
I know, right? It's like Ralphie. I misspelled Punta Cana that time. After it's like, oh, you might want to double check your spelling.
So true, Neil. So true. So Eric, how did you come up with your catchphrase?
My catchphrase? Well, I would say when I came up with it, the first thing I was trying to think of before I filmed my first video, the day before I filmed my first video, I was thinking to myself, what can I come up with pretty much to say, um, the statement that I pretty much wanted to make was, life's too short. Live your life to the fullest every day. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. And I kept trying to think of ways to say that. Live it to the fullest is never guaranteed to grow. And then I ended up coming with live today. I said, well, live today. Well, what else I need to come up with today? So I was like, today is going to be the catch, going to be the hook. So live today. So, and I said, grow today. And then I said, then I started off with saying, live today, grow today. Tomorrow's never promised. And then I said, well, guaranteed sounds better. Because in my first video, I actually say tomorrow's never promised. But then I changed it to guaranteed because I think guaranteed sound a little better with it. And then I just said peace at the end. And then I really liked it, so I just stuck with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic, and now it's on your logo. So I mean, it works. I love it.
Where'd you get who did your logo, Eric? Did you, or did you find a website, or what?
I actually did it from Canva. I just kept playing around with it, and I ended up coming up with that, and I really liked it. So I tried it. I tested a few different ones, and I said this one looks cool, and I like the font a lot. So
yeah, mine I just found. I forget the name of the website, but it's based out of Australia, where this is like a camping logo or something. And I just put my name on it, and they only charged me $40, and I now have the rights if I wanted to do anything with it.
The one, yeah.
So
That's
it works.
cool,
Yeah, so it works. It's like a mountain with like the sun over it and like trees. It's like, yeah, that works as a generic traveling picture.
The thing that I want to do next is, and I wanted to wait till I do this trip coming up to do it because I get some good video for it. I want to do a cover video like for my videos when I come on, maybe like a 10-second video or something, 5 to 10-second video with a little bit of action on it.
Mhm.
So I thought, after this trip, I could get something good to put in it.
Yeah, that's a lot of channels that do, like Neil does that. I mean, they talk about what you're gonna talk about. Then it's like we're gonna see it right after this, or like what I do is like you're gonna see it right after this, and then I have my little logo flying. Kind of the same idea.
Yeah, I got to come up with something, but I figure I would work on it after this trip so I could get some good footage here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Don't make it too long, because then you will lose viewers if you make it too long.
Yeah,
Because
that's what I said. 5 to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You think 5 to 10 seconds is
No,
good, or you think
it's
that's a little
fine.
too
As
long?
long as it's like fast paced, I will say it's okay. But you don't check your analytics once you start doing that, and see if you lose anybody on the first.
Yeah, that's true. One thing I started doing too from watching videos, sometimes I think it's good to like start off with something action wise before the video start to get them in before you do your intro and you actually start. Like if there's something good, like I did a dolphin watching tour in Destin, and then I started off like a quick showing the dolphin real quick, like for 5 seconds, and then I jumped into the intro and did everything. Sometimes it's good to get them from the very beginning that way.
Yeah, because then it's like, okay, when is this dolphin gonna show up on the video? Because that's what they got. So they wait until that.
Yeah, that is a good thing to think about. Like I'm getting my phone ready for my stuff. I'm going to be shooting off my S21 Ultra. It has like 256 gigs of memory, but stupid Samsung took out the micro SD slot. So
that's why I didn't buy it.
Yeah. So now I have a ton of memory up on the Verizon. Yeah, that's why I have a ton of memory on the Verizon cloud. So when I shoot something, I can back it up and save it there.
Yeah, that's exactly why I didn't buy that phone, because I still have the Note 8 because it has a SD card.
Yeah, I jumped from the Note 9 to this one. I love it, Rafi. This phone can shoot like a beast. I haven't used my GoPro since I got this one, but that's the one big drawback on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when you think about it, it's really not a drawback, but it's something that we're used to. Because whenever you take away the SD card, your phone actually runs much faster.
Or does it?
Exactly, because you have to remember those pictures are being accessed like outside, even though the SD card is here. It's like
Yeah.
it's not part of the phone, so it makes the phone run faster. But the thing is,
Very
it,
true.
I don't know if Google Photos works because like mine, everything on the SD card it doesn't get uploaded.
Yeah.
Only the pictures on the
On the
phone
phone. For
get
some reason,
uploaded.
Google Photos has been acting stupid. It used to upload everything, but then now the little logo you see in the top right of the app, when it backs up, it freezes and doesn't do it. So I don't totally trust Google Photos. It usually shows up, but I do have the Verizon Cloud as a good backup that it does it automatically.
Yeah, I just got the S21 Plus. I was thinking
Yeah.
about getting the S21 Plus too, Daniel. I don't know. I got the S10 Plus. I don't know if the picture quality is that much better to where it'd be worth it or not. I hear it is, but
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I've been watching
There,
some videos comparisons.
there's
The
something
picture.
coming though. Something is coming. Samsung is starting to give a little bit of glimpse on like their websites. So something is coming soon.
Yeah, the S21 Ultra pictures, Eric, are unreal. Let me look. I have 4 cameras on the back and I got 1 on the front. So I got 5 total cameras on this.
Wow.
Yeah. So heck, this one can even shoot in 8K.
Yeah, this
Wow,
one has
8K.
Yeah.
this one has 2.
Yeah, I'm
And
thinking about it.
And this one is Samsung has now put the fingerprint sensor in the screen.
Hmm
It used to be on the back.
Yeah, mine's in the back is still right there.
Yeah, mine used to be underneath the camera.
I may grab it before my trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that phone is a beast. I just didn't grab it because it's specifically that. But you know, the more I think about it, the more it's like,
Wow.
Yeah, I like it. And it has if you're out shooting for long times, the battery can last, but of course it has the battery saver, so you can help try and prolong your battery as much as possible.
yeah. But they're
That and I'm
advertising one that is not gonna run out of battery,
yeah,
like
Yeah,
for the whole day. It will last the whole day, guarantee.
yeah. That's
looks
something
like
I
Daniel
gotta
made
look.
a big jump.
Yeah, that's something I gotta look at is getting a I have a battery pack, but it's no longer. It's like only 2.1 amps on charging, so the phone doesn't like it. I gotta find
Yeah.
one that's faster.
hmm Yeah, like this cord that I have here, it charges it, but it doesn't charge it fast. It charges very slow.
Yeah.
I have
Phones are
one of those.
picky.
I have one of those ultra chargers, the ones that have the little cube on the end, the little white cube, and it's got the C port on both sides. The C to C connection. Those are
Yeah.
really fast. I have one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
nuts. But hey, I
that's what
love
my
it
wife has.
that way I can get better at it. Get better at the editing. This thing can edit most things. Heck, I found out where in the Samsung Photos you can stitch things together, do your own micro editing through your phone. It's like, Jesus, this phone does a lot more than I ever expected. And then I also I hate this, but my Note 9, I traded it into Verizon. They gave me $600 for it. There's no way anyone would have given me that. But the catch on it is I have to stay in the payment plan on this phone, and they split up that $600 and 1/24th every month. So I have to keep it for 2 years, and then every month I get 1/24th of that $600 put towards my bill.
Wow.
Yeah.
The last time I got a different phone with AT&T, my bill actually went down because they switched the actual plans up so much. There was a better and a cheaper plan that I switched to, so I got a new phone and my bill actually went down.
I wish. I get screwed up the rear end by Verizon, but it works out because overall in the U.S., Verizon has a pretty darn good network.
Yeah, I had Alltel, and then when Verizon bought them, I actually switched because I had Verizon at first, and I didn't like Verizon. So when Alltel sold to Verizon, I ended up switching.
Yeah. Because in this country, the top two are definitely Verizon and AT&T.
Yep. And then T-Mobile and Sprint merged, but even though
still garbage.
they're saying they're different companies, they still merged though. So technically,
Yeah.
they're still one.
Yeah, this
I
is
hear-
a Sprint. This is a Sprint phone, but has a T-Mobile card.
Yeah. How's your
they-
reception, Rafi?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. Everyone
Because,
I
of
hear.
course, it's not 5G because it's not a 5G phone.
Yeah.
But it's still LTE. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Everyone I hear up here that has Sprint or T-Mobile complains all the time on how much their network sucks.
Neil saying he hates editing videos on his phone. I actually find it a lot easier. I use WeVideos now on my laptop, and WeVideos is really easy. But I used to do KindMaster sometimes on my phone. And I actually think it's easier to edit videos on my phone, me personally. But I've been doing a laptop more.
Yeah. Me, I find it weird. I write with my right hand, but if I try to use my phone with my right hand, I'm super slow. So I use my phone with my left, and I can go really quick.
So you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm right-handed. Like I write with my right hand, and I'm dominant with my right. But I use my phone with my left because for some reason that's the hand I can do it faster in.
That's interesting because I'm right-handed. I've never used my phone left hand.
No?
Well, I use my left just to scroll like this.
Yeah.
But then I play games with my right.
Yeah. Well, me, I'm usually most of the time, if I can, I just use my left thumb for it. If I have to use two, I will.
$295 Xcover Pro on eBay.
Woo.
Didn't like it, traded it in for an $800 credit. Wow. I call that winning.
Oh, yeah.
Made $500 profit. I call that winning.
Oh, they're taking. Oh, he's talking about my comment on them screwing me.
So if you want phones,
Wow.
I have a full box full of them here.
Yeah, that's true, Meg. That it's either AT&T or Verizon.
Those
Anywhere
are
in the country.
Verizon. Those are Verizon phones.
I still got my iPhone from my previous job that I had. I could always just get it turned on if I wanted to and go find a little small company or something, put a SIMS card in it. Because it's my phone, they let us have it, but it's not turned on.
Yeah.
Like an iPhone 7, I think.
Is that the one where the battery still comes out?
I don't think it is.
It's somewhere around there is when they stopped letting you take out the battery yourself.
I haven't used that phone in a long time, though, so
Yeah.
in a couple of years.
Now the only people who can take out batteries is like I've already had the screen replaced on this because it got a nice big scratch in it that was going to turn to a crack. It's like, damn it. So I paid insurance. I had to pay $30, and I went to a place that's certified by Samsung. They took it apart and put a whole new screen on. Works great.
That's cool.
Well,
I got
look at
a
message
tablet
from
I need to do
Tanisha.
that with.
I think both are great. I mean, the iPhone 12 is amazing for videos.
Your iPhone 12 or your iPhone 12 Pro Max, Tanisha, should work because I believe that's the newest iPhone. It should do well.
Yeah,
Mine
that is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it should be like me with the S21 Ultra. They both are beasts and should
Yeah.
be able to shoot good video.
Yeah, that's one of the better ones. That's one of the newer ones, right? The iPhone.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
people are actually moving to the iPhone just to blog with it.
Yeah,
I personally don't like Apple in general
Yeah.
as much as I like Google. So
yeah.
I mean that's the main reason I had the iPhone as my primary phone one time, and I ended up going to Android because I like the operating system better than Apple.
Yeah, and you're right, Neil. I hate that where like not in the wireless stuff, but for cable and internet, in most spots in this country, you're locked with one choice. You don't have a choice.
It's funny. I had Comcast call me yesterday. Comcast is not even in Louisiana.
We have a crappy company up here called MediaCom that's based out of New York.
Well, we got Cox
I
here.
know who MediaCom is because I used to work for TiVo, so I used to call to talk to MediaCom all the time.
Yeah, I hate them.
We got Cox here. Cox is like the big dog here, I guess you would say.
Yeah, COX. Yep.
Yeah, we have Cox here, and it's the best in it's cable internet, so it's the best that we have when what is available, the fastest is available.
Blaine,
There's some areas where it's 1 gig, but there's some other companies like I have a area it's 1 gig, it's 1 mile away from my neighborhood.
Blaine's talking about his Nokia. I wonder if Nokia still makes phones. I think
I
we
know,
all
right?
had Nokia back in the day.
I think
Well,
it was
that's like
bought by
I have.
Microsoft, right? I think
I
Nokia.
think so. Yeah, that
Yeah, I
sounds
think
right.
so.
I have
Yeah.
what I'm starting to hate is I bought Google Wi-Fi like 3 or 4 years ago. It used to work great, and now it keeps crashing. I'm gonna have to get another mesh system. It's like, come on.
Swappable battery.
There's some towns that they have Google Wi-Fi, don't they? Like
Well,
Kansas,
no,
and stuff like that.
no, not for the internet, Rafi. I'm talking like a Google Wi-Fi system. You have the modem that
Yeah, the
connects.
mesh stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the mesh one, because the mesh network works a lot better than your standard one where you just have the one box.
Ooh, running hot, really? What are you doing to it? Are you videoing a lot? I mean,
Well, if you're running outside, Tanisha, outside it might happen.
yeah.
My phone has never overheated, and I will say, like my GoPro Hero 8 I have, whenever I shoot in 4K, that thing cuts off at 5 minutes, and that thing overheats.
My
Really
GoPro
easy.
overheats too a lot.
My iPhone, just a regular iPhone, overheated when I was doing lives. When I was doing live, it really overheated. But if you're using it just to take regular videos and pictures, I don't see them overheating unless you're using it like online, like live like this.
Yeah, my phone overheats some, but that's not something I've had issues with. My GoPro, yes, I've had issues with my GoPro overheating. Blaine.
I'm in the wrong chat.
We need Kenny here for that.
I'm in the wrong chat, as Kenny would
here.
say.
Need Kenny here for that.
Yeah. Kenny's favorite team is Oregon State.
I know, right?
Yeah, I have a D90 that
A
I
Nikon.
used to use as well, and it has decent videos, but the technology now on the phones are so much better now that I haven't used it for a long time.
I have a Nikon Coolpix. I haven't used it in a long time, though.
I mean, my vlogging camera is what is it? A Canon D7X Mark II. That one is great.
Hey, John and
Good,
Nancy.
John.
They're on with the Gingers tonight.
I'll definitely make sure I check that out.
Yeah, that's probably why,
I was
Tanisha.
outside for a while.
Yeah. When you're out in the direct sunlight, like when I tried to use my phone outside last Sunday in the Wisconsin Dells, after a while it just got too hot and the phone automatically shut itself off. Yeah, it's weird, Neil. My Hero 8 won't overheat if I'm shooting standard video, but it will overheat if I shoot 4K.
Yeah, my GoPro. Well, I don't have the actual GoPro in here, but to show y'all, I usually wear it like this around my neck. The actual camera's not in here, but I usually put the camera in here and I have like my little stick and I'll carry it and I'll do just like that when I'm filming. It's so much easier and convenient and no one even notices that you have it.
Yeah.
And you can protect yourself from somebody stealing it
Exactly.
in a way, right? I mean, they will have to cut your the cord.
You have to rip it around your neck or something.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's a good thing to do, Eric, in Europe, because you can never really trust anybody.
Yeah, there's a lot of pickpockets in Europe.
That's why, like, when I went to Europe for the first time, I wore one of those belts that have your wallet under your shirt.
Well, what I usually did, what I did last time was I wore a shirt that's got like a zipper right here on the shirt,
Yeah.
and put like my credit cards, cash,
Yeah.
license in there. So
Yeah.
it's like right in there.
What I felt sad for is that hostel I stayed at that got robbed. They had crappy lockers that just were really flimsy, weren't even attached to the wall. All somebody had to do was turn the lock that was locked, and the lockers popped open. People had their laptops, iPads, passports all stolen. It's like, how in the hell do you leave your home country and not keep your original passport on you?
I know, right?
You got to, because like me, I had everything on me, so I was fine. They rummaged through my bag. All there was clothes. They didn't take nothing.
Yucky gators.
Yeah.
Yucky
Yucky
gators.
gators. Ooh, gross. Yuck. Slow tide. That's what Darian would say, right?
LS who? Shoe. Where's my shoe? It's back behind me.
So, Eric, are you an LSU fan?
Yeah, I like LSU. I'm actually not as big an LSU fan as a lot of people, but I do like LSU though, because being that I've covered high school football here for 17 years, so I keep up with a lot of the players that go to LSU.
Yeah.
So what do you think about OU joining the conference?
Not a fan of it, but I understand it's all about money.
Yeah.
I think OU should have stayed where they were.
Yeah, but
OU
if Texas move, OU has to.
Because now it's like Oklahoma and Oklahoma State, you split that rivalry up, then you're going to screw LSU up because LSU's not going to be able to play Alabama every year in Florida, even though, I mean, it's not that you want to play Alabama every year, but it's just that it's a great rivalry. Same with Florida and same with Auburn. So now you're going to move Auburn and Alabama to the SEC East, and it's going to be LSU playing Oklahoma and Texas every year. It's going to, the whole thing, screw up so many rivalries, including Oklahoma and Oklahoma State.
Well, they're still going to have that game, but it's not going to be on the same conference.
Yeah, well, that's like here, Eric. There's that story that Ohio State might try and jump to the SEC. It's like, I don't know how they're
retarded.
I don't know how that's going to happen because Ohio State is the school in the Big Ten, right with Michigan.
Imagine Ohio State in softball and soccer going to Gainesville, to Texas. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah, well, that's like up here we have 14 or 16 teams now, stretching all the way from Nebraska, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois, Northwestern, all the way out to freaking Rutgers and Maryland.
It's crazy, man.
I know, right? It's nuts. And all these people up here keep saying, row the boat, because the head coach from Minnesota, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of PJ Fleck.
Oh, yeah, I know him, from Minnesota.
Yeah, his mantra, row the boat. You all got to row the boat, row the boat, row the boat. It's like, God, shut up.
They didn't even feel the same, like when you say they're splitting the conferences up, it's like LSU not playing Alabama, not playing Auburn, not playing Florida. Like, it doesn't, I mean, because you think about it, like the teams like Arkansas and Mississippi State, those aren't even as big of rivals. You're losing the biggest rivals, Alabama, Auburn, and Florida, and me, that's the three biggest rivals. Yeah. And you're going to play them now like once every few years.
That's like up here. That's like up here. The longest running rivalry in all of college football is the Gophers and the Badgers, even though the Badgers kick the Gophers' ass just about every year. So do they have any trophy games with LSU?
LSU's got Ole Miss. That's a trophy game. Arkansas is the battle for the Golden Boot. There's Tulane's a trophy game, but they rarely play Tulane, and LSU always beats Tulane, so I don't really even count that. So 3 trophy games.
Yeah, we were the first team to play Penn State when they came into the Big Ten. So we play them for what's called the Governor's Victory Bell. There's a little brown jug that Michigan and Minnesota plays for. One coach years ago, I forget, stole the other coach's brown jug, and they played him for it, and then now they play for that every time. And then there was about I think it was 1920 or so, the governor of Minnesota and Iowa made a bet for a pig on the game, and then now we play for a little bronze pig. And then every time the Gophers and the Badgers play, we play for Paul Bunyan's axe. And on one side it's gold for Minnesota, and on the other side it's red for the Badgers.
Yeah, I've seen that. Rafi may be able to answer this question a little bit better than me.
I think iCloud, right, guys?
Well, I use OneDrive personally, mainly.
iCloud,
Well,
OneDrive,
that's on your
I
phone,
use
yeah.
Google
iCloud,
Photos.
or I use like Verizon's my carrier, and I forget how much I pay, but I have a large amount of storage on their cloud service as well.
Yeah, so
I have Amazon, and I think they have a free space with
yeah, I think
Amazon Prime. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a
yeah, I
free
also
space.
have it. I don't use it, but I do have it as well. So there's your answer. I mean, one of those. I mean, just
Yeah.
online somewhere.
So look around, like we were saying, Google Photos, whoever Tanisha is your service provider, see if they have it.
I mean,
I'm really a fan of like all of the state schools, though. I root for the Raging Cajuns, LSU. I went to Southeastern. I definitely root for Southeastern. I pretty much root for all the state schools. Like I said,
Yeah.
being that I covered high school football for 17 years, I follow all of the players and everything. Like I have like radio show, high school football show. I do a call in for, and we do the shows, and I write for the website and everything. So I follow all of the Louisiana high schools. So I root for all of the
It's
state
Lou-
schools.
So is Louisiana like up here, Eric? Is LSU the only big time program?
Oh, by far. The Raging Cajuns last year were really good, though, top 25. They're in preseason top 25 right now, but LSU
Yeah.
is definitely the big dog in Louisiana. Like, it's not
Yeah.
even close.
They keep making
Tulane used to be number 2 team, but Tulane's falling apart now. So, like, the Raging Cajuns are definitely number 2 now.
Yeah, they keep making to go off of Blaine's thing here. They keep saying if the Big 12 splits up, that Iowa State would go to the Big 10. It's like I don't think the Iowa State could survive Big 10 football.
Iowa State and Iowa would be a good rivalry. You'd want to keep them together, but I mean,
Beyond that, I don't think they put up much of a fight with the Badgers or the Buckeyes.
yeah, I think they could beat Illinois and some of those teams, some of the lower ones.
Yeah,
Rutgers
ours
was
up here.
terrible. Yeah, Rutgers was terrible.
Oh yeah, they're a joke. Just like up here, the Gophers are usually a joke. They usually always screw it up. The last time they won a national title, JFK was president.
I agree with Blaine right there. I think the Big 12. I think the Big 12 is going to go away. Big 12 needs to merge with the Pac-10. I heard rumors the SEC was going to merge with the ACC, which would kind of be interested in the sense of the fact that they're both the same region technically, but I think the SEC's got 16 teams coming now, and the ACC's got 14 already. It's like if you merge, that's 30 teams. So what's really the point? You're never going to play each other anyway, unless you merge to do something like an annual SEC ACC clash week. I think that would be cool, like 1 week out of the year where the SEC team in first place plays the ACC team in first place, and so on all the way down. I think that would be awesome. Like they do that in basketball. I would like to see that.
yeah.
But
Any idea, Eric, where the SEC is based out of? Where they got their league?
the league office is in Birmingham.
Oh, it's in Birmingham?
Yep.
I got you. The Big 10 up here, it's based out of Chicago.
Actually, it's Hoover. It's Hoover, Alabama, is where they have the. It's close to Birmingham. Hoover is where they have all of the meetings and all of this kind of stuff.
It's the same here. They're in some suburb, but it's basically Chicago.
If Michigan joins the SEC, then you got to change the name of the SEC. You can't be called the Southeastern Conference and have a team in Michigan.
Yeah. Don't worry, Michigan sucks. No, I didn't say that.
Hey, Neil, have a good one, Neil.
Good to see you, Neil.
And Neil, we'll see Neil tomorrow on the Night Owl edition. The Night Owl edition. Well, Papathon on the Night Owl edition. Always my favorite.
Yeah, that is a hilarious live stream.
Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Hello.
I try to make those late ones. I try to make those. Yeah, I try to make those late ones like Danny's last night, but I passed out before it.
Yeah, it's so hard for me to make Danny's, especially now that school started. I want to go to bed like at 9 o'clock, man.
Yeah.
I feel sorry because I love Danny's quizzes and all of that. I love it. I used to go all the time, but it's like if I go there, I don't wake up.
Yeah.
Well, we could agree to one thing, even though you may not be able to hold a conversation about football. Football is still fun to watch, even if you're not a fan of it. It can be fun to watch, and it can also be a very good social thing if hang out with people that enjoy football.
Yeah.
Gotta love American football.
Well, it's the same thing with us Europeans and football, meaning soccer.
Man, that's why I
I
actually
mean,
said American football. I caught
It's,
myself.
it's like it's like it's the conversation to have. I mean, one of my bosses here, he's from England, and when we talk to each other, we can talk 2 hours about football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like that too. Football, I could just go on and on and on and on about football.
So Eric, are you a Saints fan?
I'm a Dolphin fan, but I actually do like the Saints too, though.
Come on, can you see the little poster on the back of him?
Yeah, exactly. Right behind my head.
Oh, I didn't
And
see
the-
that. I
what-
I've
wasn't
been,
paying
I've been,
attention
I've
to
been,
that.
a, I've been a Dolphin fan since Dan Marino, so Dolphins have always been my number one team.
What
Yeah,
is that
I-
KU? What is that KU for? Is that when you went to
I'm
college?
a Kansas basketball fan, so
Okay.
Oh, I got it.
not really all sports, but basketball. Yeah, I actually got to see a game at Fog Allen Fieldhouse like 3 years ago. Man, it was so much fun.
Yeah, I've given up on my local team up here, but you know why the Vikings color is purple?
Why?
Because if you've been choking for 60 years, you'd be purple too.
That Kansas basketball game I went to was so much fun too, because I was with all the students and everything, and they jump up the whole game like from start to finish. Like I couldn't keep up, but nobody sits down, so it's like
Yeah,
students.
you need to go to a European football game.
You better
in
not
Europe.
sit down. You better
Yeah.
not sit down.
And the last football game I was at was probably one I will remember for the rest of my life, is when Minnesota won on the Minneapolis Miracle. When we walked off against New Orleans, and I saw a lot of yeah. Minnesota blew it the next week, of course, but that was still a fun night.
Yeah, it's always a fun experience. Yeah, thing is like the college experience is so wild, like sports wise. Me being that I went to a small college, we didn't really have a whole lot of like the games were like 6,000-7,000 people at the game. It wasn't wild like when you go to LSU games where it's a whole different experience. LSU games, you got 80,000, well over 100 now since they expanded the stadium. The
Crazy.
LSU stadium to me is like the best environment, sports like football environment you could ever be in. Though
Yeah.
that Kansas basketball game was as good a sports environment as I've been in, because a lot less people, but it's so intimidating to have everyone like right on top of you like that.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's going wild and throwing paper in
And
the
what-
air and
Yeah. And
yelling the whole time.
what's nuts here, Eric, is I don't know if a lot of college basketball arenas have this anymore. The Barn Williams Arena here in Minneapolis for the Gophers has a raised court.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not even to the floor; it's a raised court. I don't think many places have that anymore.
Yeah, I feel like when Daniel's saying he's glad the Rams are back. I feel like the Rams are like LA's only team, because the Chargers, like people in LA didn't even want the Chargers back. Like that's San Diego's team. Like half the games they play in a small soccer stadium, and the majority of the fans are for the other team.
Yeah,
Like,
and
there's a
I
lot
saw
of Raider
that
fans.
San Diego is tearing down that old stadium now.
I went to that stadium. I've seen them play the Dolphins there. That stadium was crappy then. That was like 2009. It was crappy then with little narrow halls. They needed
Yeah.
a new stadium, but the problem is when these owners get greedy and they don't want to put any money towards it. And the thing is with San Diego, though, that I didn't understand was the people voted against the tax, but the tax were basically all for tourists. Like the people that lived in San Diego didn't even have to pay the tax. It was like a hotel tax. So
Yeah.
unless you stayed in a hotel in San Diego, you weren't even going to be affected by the tax. So it's like I didn't get that one. I guess they were just determined for them to pass a tax regardless, because it didn't affect them whatsoever.
Yeah, I've been to two football stadiums, the Cowboys, the new one, and the Falcons. And I tell you what, I kind of like the Falcons better.
Is it the new Falcons?
Yeah, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium is sweet.
Yeah, ours up
Sweet.
here is very similar to the one in Atlanta. Different style roof, but similar. Because ours
Right.
it was opened in 2016.
It's very, very cool.
So who
Yeah.
was that client? Because I might know their name. What position, or do you know that position they played or their name? Yeah, Brian Denny holds 101. Yeah, I think Tiger Stadium holds 102 now, Blaine.
Yeah.
But
That's nuts. Up here, the Gophers one I think is around 50 to 53,000.
now the wildest thing about the LSU experience is probably the tailgating. Like think I'm gonna do a video on the tailgating experience at LSU this year, because I got some friends, some guys that I used to work with that really do it big tailgating. When I say do it big, they start at like 6 in the morning, setting everything up, and they're there the whole time. Sometimes they don't even go in the game; they just set the TVs up and watch the game from outside of the stadium. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do a video this year on the tailgating experience at LSU.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about going to bet down to see about the line between Minnesota and Ohio State, because that's the first game and it's here in Minneapolis this year. It's 13.5. It's like, yeah, Ohio State's going to beat them by more than 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Ohio State's breaking in a new quarterback, so if the game's early in the year, maybe Minnesota can keep it close. But if it's later in the year,
Good luck.
it's not going to be close.
No,
Depends on
'cause
when the game is. If it's
it's
early,
the
I might.
first one.
Oh, it's the first one. Then I mean, Minnesota might have a chance. They might not cover it. I mean, they don't have a chance to win, but I'm saying Ohio State may not cover it.
Yeah. No, we're
Right.
good. We're good. It doesn't matter
I
what the
agree on the
sport is up
Chargers.
here. We're good at blowing things.
Blaine said we can't have LSU having more people than. Yeah, the funny thing is I got to go to Tuscaloosa last time when I did this road trip all the way to Canada, but I didn't really get to go see the stadium like I wanted to, because the day I went, Alabama had a spring game, and they were like, "Oh, you're gonna have to go in the spring game and park and all of this," and I didn't have time to go in the spring game. Like, I'm trying to get to Nashville. I'm just trying to stop and like really go look at the stadium.
Yeah. I'll be going through Tuscaloosa on that train to New Orleans, but that's about as close as I'll get.
Yeah, it's your typical college town.
Yeah. I hear
So-
that team sucks down there. Oh,
It's funny because their first game they played Miami Hurricanes, and I had so many Facebook friends that are Miami Hurricanes fans, because I'm a Dolphin fan. A lot of Dolphin fan Facebook friends, they're all saying they're going to beat Alabama, and I'm like, I like Miami Hurricanes back in the day when Miami and Florida State were like these two teams. I like both of them back in the day because it was a fun rivalry. Like, Bobby Bowden and, Miami and Florida State used to play on Labor Day. I went to one of the games on Labor Day in Miami. It was fun. Both teams were always good. They're top of the polls and stuff. But I'm like, man, Miami and Alabama, even with a new quarterback, I think Alabama wins that game by like 4 touchdowns.
yeah. I just said that thing earlier because if you know who is listening, we'll get him to go. Get him going.
Clay Mayer.
So Eric, I think I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah,
try to do
I'm
some
gonna
work,
head out. I'm gonna head out
but
probably in about
I
a
do
couple
have a
minutes too.
question.
Yeah.
Have you been to Shreveport in Louisiana?
I've been a couple times. I've been maybe 3-4 times. Not a lot though, because it's on the opposite end of the state.
Yeah, my daughter's been, has to go to the Centenary College there for gymnastics. So I just didn't know if you know anything about the town, if it's safe and all of that kind of jazz.
Yeah, like I said, I've only been there 3-4 times. I would probably say where you're at in Tulsa is probably about a little bit about the same, similar type of city.
Okay.
It's about 200,000 people.
Yeah, she's been in contact with that school, then Brown in Texas, and Yale.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah.
So she's gonna get on that scholarship though for
Hopefully,
gymnastics.
hopefully, yeah. I mean,
That's pretty awesome, though.
yeah. I mean, she's been doing gymnastics since she was 3, so hopefully that pays for anything. It's a lot of money going to there, and hopefully now it can pay us back.
Hopefully.
Yes. That would be pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm about to get off, I think, in the next couple minutes as well, because got some things I gotta take care of as well. I gotta put out a video too on downtown Atlanta. I gotta finish editing things to do in downtown Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. RC.
Yeah, just about 3 weeks away from kickoff.
Oh yeah, September 2nd is the first game up here.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. It's hard to believe that it's that season right now. It's football season. It's here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Got preseason games. Tonight they got preseason games
Yeah,
tonight.
my
Football.
Yeah.
team plays this weekend. The real football.
Which one?
Yeah, my team rather. Celta Vigo. We play Atleti
I get it.
Madrid and La Liga.
I
And
got
now
Daniel-
Messi's gone.
Daniel Fields says his wife's from Shreveport.
Yep.
But Daniel should know a little bit about Shreveport. Says his wife's from there. Said I haven't been to Shreveport. No, I used to live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You live right outside of Tulsa, right, Ralphie?
No, I live in Well, I mean, it's called Bixby, but I still have a Tulsa address, so I'm in the south of Tulsa, but still Tulsa.
like that. Danny calls you guys Oklahomies.
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 The Sooners.
The Sooner State. I'm sure if you're an Oklahoma State fan like Danny, well, he probably doesn't like to call it the Sooner State.
I better don't say that because my wife graduated from OU, so.
Good to see you too, Blaine.
Yeah, we're gonna be right behind you, Blaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think got a couple hours before Journey with the Gingers. You're gonna have John and Nancy on, but I got to go upload
Yeah.
my video and do a few things. So
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
got
head
2
out.
hours because they come on at 6 o'clock our time. We're all in the central zone.
Yeah, it's
Anytime you
6
need
o'clock
help,
here.
Eric, don't hesitate to ask. I mean, I'm sure any of us will help you
Yeah.
with
Be sure, Eric, if you need help with StreamYard, message Rafi, Danny, Darian. They're all good. Oh, heck, even Blaine, too, is a good resource, too, on it.
Yeah, anytime.
Sooner or later, they might win an SEC game.
Yeah.
Hey, they're gonna win an SEC game every year when they play Texas.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Oh
going to
my
drop,
God.
guys. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
All
But I'm
right,
about-
buddy.
All right, have a good one. I'm about to head out myself. See you later, Ralphie.
See you later. Thank you. Mhm.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and shut this down right here. And let's see. All right, so I hope everyone has a good day now. As always, remember, live today, grow today. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. Peace.